ever so slightly. Aha! There we go. We're good. Let me get some in-game sound for myself. Attention. Your save data is from a previous version of Diablo 3. If you continue, it will no longer work if the update is removed. Sounds dangerous. Okay, I can hear. As you guys might notice, too, I've got, up in the corner, I got a little handy-dandy, voice activator up there for everybody that ever joins the Discord. Like I told you guys, I was working on a lot of things, and getting things together. Oh, I forgot to tweet the stream out. Hold on. Oh, shit. I got this. I had the tweet sitting right here. I'm going to post the link in there real quick, and if you guys could just do me a solid and retweet this thing every once in a while. Please retweet and share the stream. Thank you for your cooperation. Bam! If you guys could do that for me, it would be greatly appreciated. And let's get Bright on the line, and let's do a quick sound check. Make sure everything is good over there. Can we get Bright? Where is he? Where the hell? What do I do with Discord? Pardon?
What?
Hello?
Heyo.
Hey, can you hear me all right?
Oh, yeah.
Alrighty. It looks like... So, there's going to be a little bit, for those of you guys watching the stream, the odd part here, you're going to see the icons light up when we're talking, but because I'm playing from Elgato, I have my audio delayed on the stream, so it's weird. My icon is going to light up just a millisecond, technically 700 milliseconds, before I start actually speaking, which is a little weird, but it's mainly just so you can see who's speaking and who's saying what, in case you get mixed up with our voices. I feel like I need to turn down Diablo a little bit, but that's just me.
No, it can get pretty loud.
Sounds pretty level, and I can hear you pretty well, Bright. You can hear me okay?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, good. Patch features. New in patch 2.5.0. Introducing seasons. Seasons are coming. Prepare for a fresh start and new challenges. The armory is now available. Can start up to 5 independent armory sets, including skills and Kanai's cube powers. Okay, so I have an level 57 wizard, which I've been told I cannot use. What I'll have to do is... How do I create, like, a new character, essentially, is what I'm looking for.
Okay, so you're going to want to, on your character, on your main menu, where, like, you can see online friends, like you see me, which, by the way, you need to invite me to your game.
Oh, okay. I will do that.
Yeah, you
invite friends.
No, it's literally on the right-hand side, online friends. You just keep moving the cursor over, and you can highlight my name, hit X, invite, boom.
Yeah, absolutely. Invite to party. Send invite. Bam! Easy.
All right, now I just got. Well, I've got an invite. So, man,
famous. I have friends.
I'm on the TVs.
What the hell is that thing?
Oh yeah, so that's a pet. It doesn't. It does nothing. It does nothing. It's absolutely cosmetic.
Just nothing.
But it was there was an event in January that was called Back to Tristram, and if you started a brand new character and completed the event in 2 hours, you got the butcher pet, and that is the butcher from the original Diablo.
Oh, okay, yeah, he was like on like the. He was like one of the first little mini bosses you bumped into along the way, right?
He sure was. And the best part was so you didn't play Return to Tristram, did you?
I did not.
Oh my God, it was the best thing ever. Let me tell you why. So you start the game up and you go you do the you have to go to Old Tristram in Diablo 3. You go to the ruins of Tristram and you find these weird items by clicking on bodies, but you have to click on them in a specific order, and you get an item. And then each time, like, you basically take that item to the next body, and you'll get another item. And you do this whole thing, and it opens up like a time portal, and you go back into Diablo 2 Tristram, and it's like all pixelated and shitty looking. Like your animations are really stilted, and like you have special gear that you could find there that used old graphics. And a lot of them were in jokes. Like one of the items you can get was like an okay plate mail, but it was blue and it was Godly Plate of the Whale, which for those of you that know was like the most common magic item that ever fucking dropped. Like no matter what, you always dropped like Godly Plate of the Whale.
Godly Plate of the Whale. That was the whale modifier was plus HP, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah, I've got like 3 sets of it now because I just kept finding it. I was like, I don't want to get rid of it. It's Godly Plate of the Whale. This is the best joke ever. And you just found a bunch of shit like that. And then you could get there were 2 pets you could get, the cosmetic pets, a royal calf playing into the cow level joke and the cow king and all that, and then you could try really hard and get the butcher. And I was lucky enough to be able to get the butcher.
Oh, so if you do, they actually had the secret cow level.
Oh yeah, well, not kind of, sort of.
Sort of.
It's not because I mean, how much of Diablo 3 have you played?
I've well, not 100%, but I've beat the campaign.
Okay, you beat the campaign. And you
like right now, it says my next thing to do is hard mode Act 1. So I imagine just go through it again.
Okay, but you did like adventure mode and all that. Like you've played around.
Right,
with
I
that
did.
stuff.
I did the campaign to completion, and with a level 57 wizard.
Okay, but you didn't do adventure mode.
It says adventure mode, hard Act 1.
Okay, so adventure mode is different. Adventure mode, you can go anywhere. You can actually, so once you beat the main campaign, including Act 5, since this is Reaper of Souls, you unlock adventure mode. You can start a brand new character and put them into adventure mode. Adventure mode puts you, you can go to any of the acts, 1 through 5. You can warp to any place you want from level 1. You can set it to any difficulty that you want. And what it is whenever you go into an act, each time you basically go back to this main menu and go back into adventure mode, new quests spawn. And it's always, each act has 6 quests, 5 quests, I forget how many. And what it does is it picks randomly from events, bosses, and unique creatures that can appear in those acts and just tells you to go solve that. And each time you do that, you get a crap ton of XP and gold, dependent, I believe, on difficulty level. And then once you complete all of those in an act, you go talk to Tyrael back in town, and he gives you a Horadric chest. And that's like a miscellaneous item. You open it, and a bunch of gear spawns. But within that gear are rare crafting materials that is used within something that is also only in adventure mode called the Cube of Kainai. Now you have to do a not explicitly quest, but you have to go find the Cube of Kainai in adventure mode only. And what this thing does...
Is that like the cube from Diablo 2?
Not quite. Not quite. It's not extra inventory space, but it does something special. So basically, Cube of Kainai has the... You can... It actually does a ton of things. Like, it adds a bunch of new mechanics. But the biggest thing is, with Cube of Kainai, you now have 3 slots for each character. For an accessory, for a piece of armor, and a weapon. Now, what you can do with that is, you take a unique item that has a unique ability. One of them is the Furnace. It's like a 2-handed mace. And it's a super great unique item because it deals like extra hundreds of % damage against elite and unique enemies. So it's going to be your bosses and your super tough ones, and you want to kill them faster. So What you do is you
Oh,
take
that's
this
pretty
item,
cool.
you take this item, and you take these rare materials that can only be found. Like Act 1 has its own unique materials that you get from Herodric Chest, Act 2, Act 3, Act 4. You take so many of these materials, and you take that item and you put it into Kainai's Cube. It destroys the item, but you now can equip that unique modifier to your character in general. Like you just have
Oh,
it.
that's pretty cool.
It's super fucking cool. It's one of the coolest things they've ever done. Kainai's Cube, like I had Diablo 3 before it came out. I was playing on console and I was playing adventure mode. I was like, man, this is fun. I like this. And then they came out with Kainai's Cube, and I was like, oh, what's this new thing? Wait, I just have like the unique modifier, and that's not the only part. So spawning items in Diablo 3, your unique modifiers actually have percentage ranges. You know, the furnace can be anywhere from, I'm totally making up these numbers, but it could be 500% to 1,000% extra damage to elite enemies. When you use Kainai's Cube, it will always be the highest percentage that that item could possibly spawn as. You literally get the
Oh,
best version ever.
that's cool.
It's super
So,
cool.
I found character creation here.
Yes.
What you play a witch doctor or a demon hunter? What was it?
I play a witch doctor. That
You play a
is
witch
always my
doctor.
main.
Okay.
Whenever that is
Okay.
Preata there on the
So,
screen.
what are you thinking about playing?
I
You
I
said
don't know.
maybe a monk.
I'm thinking about a month. So here's the thing. Here's my big question. What are we making a character for? Are we doing normal mode or are we doing seasons? Now, the reason I ask that is normal mode is just stock standard Diablo 3. That is Diablo 3. We can both probably start in adventure mode. I would suggest that just because the story is okay at best. But adventure mode, we can
Yeah.
just like go around and kill stuff. But another thing is in Diablo 3, once you get to max level, which is 70, you
Mm-hmm.
start earning Paragon levels. Paragon levels give you skill points that you can actually put into different attributes to like boost your main stat or like more area of effect damage or more gold find. But you still keep leveling up past the 70. Like right now, my character,
Gotcha. It's like prestiging almost.
kind of. So like Preata here, which is my main character, is level 70, but beside that in blue parentheses, it's 283. So really, I'm level 70 plus 283 additional levels.
Oh, okay. Wow.
She's kind of a big deal. Here's the other thing. When you play normal mode, once you earn Paragon
Kind of a
levels,
big deal.
yeah, kind of a big deal. But that really, 283 is small beans. I've played with people that have 1,500 Paragon levels. It's nuts. But in normal mode, once you earn Paragon levels, that is, Paragon levels are carried over to every character you make from now on, period, the end.
Oh.
So if I make a monk, it's going to be a level 1 monk. She's going to have like 283 additional levels that I can just throw into her stats, and she's still going to be fucking godlike, no matter what.
Jesus.
Now, we can do that if you just kind of want to like fool around and, like just destroy stuff and hey, let's have fun. But
yeah,
we could do seasons. Now, seasons, Paragon does not carry over. Season characters are only available for the season, which is a few months. It started like in early March. So it's been a couple months in. But seasons basically give you little challenges that you can accomplish. And as you accomplish them, you unlock new things for your character, generally like rare or unique transmogrify for your gear so that you can make your gear look like something else just for the actual look effect of.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So you can unlock transmog stuff, but you can also unlock new portraits for for your little character, like when you've got them selected on the main screen, and you earn new customization pieces for your banner. And it's just, you're just earning little stuff about it, but no Paragon stuff carries over. You start with a literally fresh character. I've got a season's character right now. She's like level 54, 56, something like that. So she's not really super far in, but I don't have any of my broken stuff.
Right. What? Let me just pitch another idea here. How difficult would it be if we went hardcore? Hardcore normal mode.
Oh, well, I mean it. Mm, huh. It's
Because that forces us to play carefully.
carefully. I'll tell you this much. If we play hardcore mode, I'm not playing anything but a witch doctor.
Oh, okay, well, let's just go for balls out, just fun. Let's go normal mode.
Normal mode.
Yep.
Do you want new characters, or do you want to see what my witch doctor can do?
Let's roll new characters because
Let's
you're
do
gonna
real
come out
case.
overpowered anyways because your prestige stuff.
Yeah, that's true.
And I would recommend just play something completely different, something outside your norm.
I mean,
And
really, the only thing I've ever played is Witch Doctor. I've got a seasons character, and I've got my main character.
Okay.
So anything else is wild at this point.
I've played the wizard, and you've played the witch doctor, so we'll probably avoid both of those.
Okay, that sounds fair.
Which leaves us the barbarian, crusader, demon hunter, and monk. Now, I think if there's any way that we could possibly try to, try to get characters that are complementary to each other, we should probably do that. So monks are, so they can heal, they can self-heal probably, and cripple foes. Okay, and looks like they disable enemies with precision blows.
Mm-hmm.
Primary attribute of dexterity. So I should probably go, like, if you went with the monk or demon hunter, I should probably go the opposite primary attribute. Go for a strength character, something like the barbarian or maybe the crusader.
Yeah. So your big two. That's the thing. Each one of these characters has a primary attribute, obviously, that they go off of. I'm explaining this partially to you, but you mostly know. But this is also for the folks at home, so I don't want to sound like super patronizing. But they each have like a primary stat.
Fucking idiot.
Yeah, no, I was like, all right, fine. Let me get out the word with the big print for the little baby. So, but no, barbarian and crusader are both strength. Demon hunter and monk are both dexterity. Witch doctor and wizard are both intelligence. And there's 3 primary damage stats. Monk is like melee close range DPS. Demon hunter is your long range DPS that's not explicitly magic powers and elements. It's
right. It looks like it says using traps and things of that sort.
So this is a thing that you'll get that maybe like newer people to Diablo won't.
They're like the assassin for Diablo 2.
Demon hunter is basically assassin. Like,
okay.
And witch doctor is actually kind of a weird hybrid between the necromancer and the druid. Like it's real. Witch doctor has the wildest abilities I've ever seen in a fucking game. I can summon a tornado of undead piranha. That's all I need.
What?
I can also call out a line of charging zombies, but I can upgrade that later on so that it is a line of charging zombie bears, because fuck you. So Witch Doctor is my favorite character because, man, just drugs. That's all I can say. But between the two, if you're thinking about going heavy hitter, which I can go that well, is if you want to try Demon Hunter and Monk, because I don't really know any of these.
I'm leaning towards the Crusader here.
Crusader's your tank. Where Barbarian is everything will bleed around me. Crusader is, oh, was that your entire army? I kind of felt my shield shift a little bit. Like, there's your disparity between the two, if you're thinking that route.
The downfall here is it looks like maybe the if I went the Crusader, the Monk would probably be a poor option because that would also make you another melee character that's at point blank range as well.
It's not always explicitly that bad. I mean,
so it seems like Crusader and one Crusader, one Demon Hunter, or one Barbarian, one Monk.
It really doesn't matter, honestly. Range is not. It's less
that big of a deal.
Yeah, it's less range and more of crowds, but every character has ways of dealing with crowds. Wizards and demon hunters are more overt in it because, you know, demon hunters have like the little hand crossbows that they can actually dual wield, and like that's their unique weapon, and you know they can just go on like these crazy Van Helsing style like nutso butso with a damn crossbow, and wizards are just like,
Nutso butso.
yeah, you're gonna hear a lot of weird phrases. I took my NyQuil, so strap in, buddy.
I took my ladies, watch out! I took my NyQuil.
I took my NyQuil and I've had my early bird special dinner. So but like wizards are the magical side of that same thing, where it's like here's walls of flame, here's chain lightning, here's like frozen sphere, and you know all that stuff. Demon hunters do kind of the same thing, but with the more physical projectile type. Monks and witch doctors are just like your weird guys, and then barbarian is their special item is literally called mighty weapon, and it's like a unique type of weapon
Hulk
that
smash.
Yeah, it's like all right, here's a two-handed axe, here's a great axe, here's a mighty axe, and it's like 3 times the size.
We just got you a bigger weapon.
Yeah, it's literally like, well, demon hunters get the hand crossbows. Witch
I rolled a
doctors
crusader.
get this. What do they get? Yeah, they get like a super huge weapon. What do you want?
You're gonna go with the monk. All right, cool.
I went with a monk. I'm gonna go monk.
All right, so it says Act 1, normal, the fallen star.
Okay.
I guess.
No, go into maybe an option. See, I'm not sure where it's gonna be. More?
There we go. Act 1, the monster slaying, the fallen star. Is that what you need to do, right?
That's story mode.
Yeah, that's what we want to do, right?
Do you want to do story mode? I mean, that's up to you. If you want to
let's just play through.
If you want to do, if you just want to do story mode, that's what that is. If you want to do adventure mode, where you just kind of warp around and do whatever, that's adventure mode.
We'll burn through the story and we'll see
okay.
what gets us.
This is your radio, so you pick.
Okay. I'm trying to find like the accept button. This is banner, view hero, challenges. Oh, here we go. Start. Maybe that's the one.
That should be it.
The big giant start button. That's
the big old button.
Normal, hard, expert, master, torment. Jesus, this thing keeps going.
Yeah, it goes up to Torment 10, and technically in adventure mode you can do greater rifts that are harder.
Torment 13 now.
Oh, they added 13. Okay, now you can just pick it. Neat.
All right, well,
I would not.
I'm gonna go with normal.
I would normal or hard.
I'm gonna err on the side. Listen, we got 8-bit hero in here at the wheel. Let's not.
That's fine. And then if you want, like near the end of the stream, I can bring out Priata and show you.
Yeah.
Show you the specific build that I made for my warlock. Oh my god, I'm going into WoW now. From a witch doctor called Angry Chicken.
I took up her shield and her name, and on that day I became a crusader.
It's telling my crusader tale.
Armored by faith.
Driven by duty.
It's telling my super boring monk tale that I don't honestly care about. I skipped ahead. Do I have my stuff? I do. Oh, sweet Jesus, this is funny.
A falling star in the west leads me to the town of
New Tristram.
All right. What do I want for a pet?
So I go.
All right, have the chat pick for me. I can't see your chat, because my phone is what's connected to Discord. Real quick, have the chat choose between just these names: Bones, Royal Calf, or Butcher.
All right, chat. Did you guys hear that? Bones, Royal Calf, or Butcher.
And that is the pet that I will use for this this stream.
What is that even doing? Am I just like bitch slapping with my shield?
Probably.
Harachi! Well, surprise, surprise, bones.
Bones. All right.
looks
So
like that's
you
gonna be
guys
the
have
winner there.
picked the tiny
Oh!
spectral hound.
Oh, he's adorable.
Also, I have Tyrael's wings because these are all holdover items that spawn whenever you make a brand new character that you got if you bought and submitted a code from the original Diablo 3 on.
Dude, this thing looks like he just got fucking.
Oh, did somebody
Looks
join
like,
us?
like the wagon just ran that guy in half.
Did somebody from the stream join us?
I don't know.
Okay, well we have a random person.
Oh, random person. King Cobras.
Cobra.
Oh, that's cool. I got like the Black Widow kind of thing.
I
going on
have
here.
the gold Zerg.
I was about to say, is that a fucking Hydra?
That is a Zerg Hydralisk. I got that because I have the collector's edition of Heart of the Swarm.
Oh, okay, that's cool.
Yeah, that's when I found out that if you have Blizzard stuff, that is like, oh hey, this collector's edition gives you this stuff in like Diablo 3.
Please move your car.
If you've linked your Blizzard and Diablo and like PSN account, it'll give you the stuff in Diablo 3 on the consoles.
Oh man, I have so much shit in my stash. I'm not gonna touch any of that though. I'm gonna leave it alone. All right, let's. The slaughtered calf.
Okay, now, well, he already did the quest for us.
Oh.
Where we
Oh.
just go, talk.
Oh.
I'm getting little completionist stuff.
Yeah, like this thing down here. There's that neck the brawler.
Yeah, that's for dueling between characters.
Oh, I see. What's this thing pinging over here?
Oh, that's our quest. We just talked to that dude, and now I think we kill Zambos.
Kill the Richard
Yeah, we
Mother.
do.
Zamboni!
Brr.
Fear my shield bitch slapping.
I just
Oh my
punch.
god.
Yeah, right now I'm just punching him.
There are more of them in the ruins down the road.
New law.
All right.
Cheap.
Oh,
Active
I got.
skill unlocked. Shield bashing. As opposed to.
Yeah, now I got a lashing kick, which is that like a damn crane kick or something. It's great.
I have
What-
surprise.
what's-
Another shield move.
Yeah, you better get used to that. So, because there's 90% of your repertoire as a crusader. Oh, what's that? You're not a fan of shields? Hey, too bad. Oh,
I smitey thee,
oh,
evil fiend.
we got a little side area down here. Musty cellar.
The musty cellar.
Ah, I'm actually kicking zombies in half. That's hilarious.
I have a mace. I don't know if it's actually doing anything though.
So that's the thing. Your weapons, I think, actually, like if you have a move set as one of your main attack rather than just like swing your weapon or whatever, I believe the attack speed of your weapon affects that, and like the damage of your weapon affects that stat as well, or that ability. And it gets
I don't think these
bonuses.
pumpkins are good anymore.
Probably not. I would need them. I mean, I would need a pumpkin anyway because pumpkins are kind of gross. But
Unless you're a raccoon. I mean,
I mean, yes, if you're living off of trash, then sure.
if you're a trash panda, then yes, it's acceptable. Otherwise, no pumpkin eating.
If you consume garbage on a regular basis, pumpkins are probably okay.
Probably more desirable, even.
Could be. That depends
Could
on
be
the
like a
kind of.
delicacy if you.
Yeah, that depends on the trash though.
You're a trash panda.
Because like, what if you're eating out of the trash of like a Ruth's Chris Steakhouse? You're probably eating pretty good.
Yeah.
Like that's That's at least the level
The cave
of
under the well.
a Ruby Tuesday.
Oh God. Level 3. Yeah. I'm so strong.
Ciao. I really wish that I had the kind of stream set up that I could invade your stream with random bits of whenever my character does something, just clips of the song everybody was kung fu fighting.
God. Everybody was kung fu fighting.
Yeah, and then I do like a crane kick and like kick a zombie's head off, and it's perfect.
Be lovely. I don't know who this Cobra guy is, but he's all right. All right, Cobra.
Oh my God! Now I just want to go watch the Sylvester Stallone movie Cobra. That movie's great. He's called Cobra. He's a loose cannon cop. His name is Cobra, or like his shortened name is Cobra. His real name is the Italian name of Cobretti. How?
I was about to say it could be like Super Mario.
Like,
Mario.
Like how fucking great is the name Cobretti? It's
totally an 80s name.
It's my favorite fictional name. Like, hands down.
So wait a minute, I have a big giant mace and I can't just bash this fucking lock off?
No, now we have to like go back home.
What?
Yep.
Alright.
Because we just had to like make it there.
Quest complete. The reptilian cloth pants of slaughter. That's way too specific.
Yeah, they get a little
The reptilian cloth pants of slaughter. Could there be a longer name for just pants?
You know, that's the good old Diablo naming conventions.
Alrighty. I feel like I should, like, maybe, I don't know, do something with,
I'm gonna be a horrible cheater and level up all my Paragon stuff.
You're a dirty cheater.
I can live with that, you know. What do I want to do? Do I want to do life? Let's do 25.
Generate 5 wrath per attack. Ignite the air in front of you, damaging all enemies caught in flames. Oh, okay, but if I do that, they can only be assigned to X.
Okay.
Strike your enemy and gain hardened senses, increasing your chance to block for a short time. Oh yeah, let's just go with a slash.
Okay, so I did that one. What? Oh, cooldown reduction. Hell yeah! Give me that. Give me that. Oh, give me that. Want all that cooldown reduction.
Salvage armor. Train. I don't know what I should do. I should probably maybe look through my weapons or something.
Yeah, investigate like all your.
Yeah, let me
investigate your Jimmy Jams there for a little bit.
I'm gonna touch my Jimmy Jams.
I highly recommend touching your Jimmy Jams when you're in town. Just getting in touch. Meditate. Do what is needed to make sure your Jimmy
Hold
Jams
on.
are up.
Okay, so it's shining. This is inventory stuff. All right. So how do I see? Okay, the currently equipped one is there.
Okay.
Judgmental Crusader shield. Is that just like a shield that passes judgment on the people? Like, yeah, you know, you could do that, or you could just not and be a decent human being. Like, passes judgment.
It's like it's the passive aggressive Judge's shield. Like
a true Crusader wouldn't do that. Like, just gives
like
shit, you know?
Yeah, and it's like, well, I mean, I guess if you want to be a lame Crusader, it's like no, that skill set is great for you. No, it's totally fine if you're just like if you like don't care, you know, Like, you just don't give a shit, then sure.
Because I worked my hands to the bone to bring you this fine gear. Everything in there is less quality than what I already have.
Oh, yeah,
Like,
that's always
you
great.
should have just went outside. You would have found all kinds of things.
Like,
that were
really?
good
You
quality.
just didn't think to, like, go out there?
Have you seen what everyone else is carrying? This is shit.
I mean, like, this is lame, man. I don't know what you think you're doing, but you're doing it wrong. Alright, what do I have? Okay. Take one of them.
Alright, that feels alright.
Oh, no, I can't. Okay, no, it's a level 70. I can't do that one. What about... Oh, yeah. Signet Ring of the Blizzard. Lol. Okay. No
Yeah,
boots.
I had that one as well. I'm guessing that's something they just give everybody.
If you link your Blizzard and PSN account.
Oh, okay.
That's what you
I
get.
was wondering how I had that. Cool.
Yeah.
Plus 3 to 6 damage, 12 vitality, 26. It's got life leech and chance to freeze. That's a legendary. That's
okay.
totally fine by me to get started with, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Let's see what do we have here. I've got shoes. Quick shoes. They might as well be sponsored by like Usain Bolt. Order now your quick shoes.
We have only the quickest of shoes.
So quick they won't even let you put them on.
They're quote so
already
quick
outside.
that they're already gone. You missed your chance. You opened the box and you didn't immediately grab them. You've lost your chance for the
shoes really
of
fucking
quickness.
Annoying problem to have, like at a shoe store. So I guess we're going into the old ruins now. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Oh, somebody opened the game.
Yeah, our dude Cobretti up here.
Cobretti!
That
King
wild
Cobra.
one-eyed psycho has beaten us to the punch.
He's venomous with.
He does it. He does it again. I'm gonna have to tell him to turn in his badge and his gun. I was like, yeah, I can't have somebody that's.
Hidden cellar.
Yes,
Are they hiding kids down here? Quick shoes, sponsored
I mean,
by Sega. Sega. Level 4.
That must be the quick shoes of poor decision making. In which case, yes, it is. It is sponsored by Sega and only by Sega.
I suspected what was lurking within.
Oh, I got blinding flash. I forgot about that. Yeah, because somebody told me about that skill. It is basically a solar flare from TPC.
Solar flare.
Yeah, it literally all it does it blinds enemies around you. And it's hilarious.
I should also let's see. While I'm here, what did I just unlock? Some sort of shield, something or another. It's like a shield. Oh, there it is. Light erupts from your shield, blinding all. Oh, yeah, that's what you're telling me. It is.
Oh, did you get a blind skill too?
Yeah.
That's
I've got,
hilarious.
like, blinding shield or something like that.
That's great. Meanwhile, Cobretti over here is fucking killing it.
Now I'm just
with his frost.
Now all I can think of is Spaceballs. We ain't found shit because we can't see shit.
Oh my god! How long has it been since I've seen Spaceballs?
Mass Grave.
That's almost.
Apparently, Mass Grave is like 2.
Yeah. Mass Grave. There were
same thing. Potato. Yes.
Look, 5's a lot to some people.
What is this thing?
Go. There's a chest.
Oh, it's a chest.
You get that gold.
Money! Get away!
Money! Oh, now we're going into the cathedral.
The cathedral. Oh, yeah. I feel like maybe we could have hardcored this. I don't know. Maybe not.
It's not so bad when you first start out, but then when you get to, like, shit gets kind of cray.
Yeah.
So, because that's when you face a lot of like elemental enemies and not just I'm gonna run up and smack you.
Yeah, it's like lightning enchanted, homing missile.
Yeah, that's where you start getting elites that are
Dickmongers.
real. Yeah, yeah, it's no bueno. I'm gonna drop the chandelier anyway because I don't give a fuck. Whatever.
Drop it like a
Whatever.
Blind! You see nothing! You know, I was surprised at how few people owned a PS4 when trying to like find cooperative.
I know, like I figured
places.
at least one other person in your community besides me and you had a PS4.
Everyone is like, yeah, I got an Xbox One. I was like, what? Fucking nobody has an Xbox One. Like, there's no one I know in real life that has an Xbox One.
Yeah, it's like what bizarro world shit have we run into? Oh, I got a new ability. Where is it? R2, Lashing Tail Kick, or Tempest Rush. All right, let's try Tempest
Search
Rush.
for signs and deck a game. Stay a while. Take a listen.
All right, so this one apparently I just like charge forward. Oh, you went down. Okay.
Yeah, I didn't know which way to go.
I honestly, I mean, you know, the maps are random, so it doesn't really
Thank
matter.
God you can't kill yourself with your own traps. Cause
God, I know, right? We would all be dead. We would be doomed. What does this do? Oh, do I hold it? Oh, I do. I just charge.
Leroy!
Yeah, this is literally a fucking Leroy Jenkins move. I don't. Should I be afraid of that?
I'm thoroughly enjoying this blinding ability here. Let's just walk up blind. Everybody, you ain't see shit.
That's kind of rad. Where you just walk up, you're just like, all right, you're not seeing anything now. The end.
And then freeze is triggering pretty well.
All right, oh, there you
All right, so you guys are up that way. I
I'm
entirely missed the PS4 and the Xbox One. Medic went right for the Switch. I may eat crow, but I think the Switch. I don't know. I've got a feeling. I got a feeling. Maybe I'm wrong, but I don't know. I've just got a feeling that it's gonna be like the
Wii U.
Yeah, I've just got that.
You know, I'm reserving judgment because first off, the Switch has sold way better than the Wii U ever did. Like,
yeah,
fucking
me
dominated
and you were
the
working
sales.
at GameStop together when the Wii U launched, and
yeah.
that was the biggest problem with it is nobody knew the Wii U was its own system.
Yeah,
They were
always
like, oh,
they
it's
were
just
like,
like a different version of the Wii.
or no, the other problem we ran into, remember, where everybody was like, oh, so I can just like take the tablet on like the road trip or something, and no.
They poorly they marketed the shit out of the controller, but not the actual unit itself. Like they hid it in the background, and eventually nobody knew that it was like a holy shit dimensional speed.
Yeah.
She can't take any more, Captain.
But yeah, that was one of the biggest problems was that nobody had any idea really what it was. Like Nintendo did not help us at all. If you were in retail, if you were in any kind of game retail at the time, Nintendo was basically just asking you to fucking figure it out yourself. Like, look, we
Can
made
we have
this
like
thing.
I don't know, something to give people? I'm like, no, you get nothing.
They're just like, look,
You'll be happy to take that.
Yeah, they were like, look, we made the thing. That's all we're doing here.
that's as much help as you're getting out of me.
Yeah.
We made the unit, you sell the damn thing. You tell people about it, because we're not going to.
Yeah, basically. But man, you want to talk about a really bad launch, despite selling so many copies or so many systems? Fucking Switch is horrible. That's one of the worst launches I've ever seen.
We have one game.
Yeah. Like, that's it. You've got one game.
Okay, well, what do you got coming out this year? Well, you know, what else is coming soon? Oh. Uh, we're gonna remake some games eventually. Yeah. Okay. What else do you got?
Do you have anything that people would actually want to buy? Oh, like ones that people want to buy? No, we don't. We don't actually have anything you want to buy. And it's like, wait,
Oh, okay. There's like an
what?
event. Something collapse. What?
Yeah, so that happens whenever you're playing through a thing and you have like a story event that's gonna happen, and you're doing multiplayer. That's how it pops up. It just looks weird.
And you know what? I'm glad they did. However, they kind of fucked themselves a little bit on the Switch by also releasing Breath of the Wild on the Wii U.
Although apparently that
anyone who
version
was
is,
like,
awful.
Ah, fuck, I can't find a Switch. Like, well. Do you have a Wii U? Because you can still play the same one and only game that we're going to be giving the Switch for a little while.
Yeah, basically. And you know what? Like, the girlfriend and I went in on halves on a Switch. We've got a Switch. She has put countless hours into Breath of the Wild. I have played it for maybe 2 hours and have not touched it.
Yeah?
I don't like Breath of the Wild. Like, at all.
Really?
Yeah.
I just bought it the other day.
I do not like it. Here's the thing. Like, I personally don't like it. But I can sit here and point to everything of why it is a fantastic game. Like, I see all the pieces
totally
that make
see
it
that.
amazing. But here's my big problem. Oh, I think we're supposed to. Oh yeah, we're supposed to go back to town.
Oh.
Yeah, we got our waypoint over here. So have you played any of Breath of the Wild, or how much have you seen of Breath of the Wild?
So I've seen a couple of animated GIFs online, but I'm purposely avoiding a lot of gameplay.
Okay, but you know the mechanics of it, right?
Hold on one second.
But not for long.
Let me check this cutscene out. Okay. I've got the basic premise of the game. It is definitely an adventure game through and through. Here's where I think I'm probably gonna fail at Breath of the Wild. Sometimes I have a really bad tendency to not follow through on open world games. Like, I have yet to finish my Fallout 4 playthrough. I've yet to finish any of my Skyrim playthroughs on multiple attempts. And it's not because they're bad games. It's just the open world aspect of it, I think. But here's the weird thing, is I loved the fuck out of Fallout 3, Fallout New Vegas. I played everything. All the quests, all the DLC, everything. I've done it for MMOs, like Guild Wars 1, 100%ed it. An MMO. That took me like 2 years to do it, but I 100%ed the damn thing. So, it's weird. I don't know. Maybe it just really has to capture me the right way. I'm wondering how I'm going to fit it into my rotation as a streamer, because it's not a game that you can just sit there and just play until you beat it. Because you could probably put hundreds of hours into that thing and not see everything.
Yeah.
And unfortunately with streaming, you know, you always got to be moving towards a goal or an endpoint or something. Unless you make a you make it like a dedicated day or something for it. You know, like Wednesday
Like,
is Zelda Day or something, like just like that.
Yeah, so there's definitely that factor for you. That's less of a factor for me, just because, let's be honest, I don't stream as much as I should or talk about. But and I have my own disgusting backlog to try to get through. But the main problem that I have with it, so your weapons break as you use them. Like your weapons break. You constantly get new weapons. Okay, like enemies drop them, like whatever an enemy is holding, they will drop that. But your bows break, and your melee weapons
That could be a
break.
little annoying.
It can be
Like
a
you
little
just
annoying.
stood there and that vomit was like, it's cool.
Be like,
Okay.
you know what? I'll deal with that. That's sure.
We're a couple. This is normal. This is Saturday nights.
Look, this is not as bad as the honeymoon.
Hey, Springtrap, what's up, man? How are you doing tonight?
So here's the thing. I'm gonna say this in like the least spoilery thing that I
Tales of
can. But
our
basically,
endeavors
there's 4
proliferate.
giant bosses that you have to fight
Isaac, thank you so much for that host, buddy.
in Breath of the Wild. There's 4 major bosses that you have to conquer before you start doing your end game stuff. So each time you defeat one of those bosses, you get like a super rad weapon. The weapon is
Okay, that's cool.
okay. The weapon is breakable, but you just go back to an NPC and they're like, "Hey, we'll make you another one." And at first I was like, "Okay, that's not bad." But then it turns out they still require materials. And it's like super rare, super expensive
God.
materials to remake the weapon for you. So herein is my big problem, because you can get bows that fire like 3 to 5, 2, 3, or 5 arrows, but it only costs you 1 actual arrow. So you get like these super rad bows that are really powerful and they're really cool. But you know, if it breaks, you're either out of luck if it was a rare drop, or you have to spend stupid amounts of resources to repair it. This is a
I see
game.
that.
This is a game that actively discourages you from using your rewards because
Yeah,
of
no,
how difficult
I
it
totally
is.
like. I see what you're saying. Holy shit! Okay.
Oh yeah, it's got knockback, so.
It's slightly annoying.
But yeah, that is my number
Flail,
one
damn it!
problem with Breath of the Wild. Is because it's like, oh, we've given you these super awesome things, but because they break, you're not going to want to use them. And it's like,
It's
then
like
why
holding
even
on
fucking
to
give it to me?
Right. So it's like when like an RPG gives you the that like amazing healing item, and then you end up sitting on it for the whole game
Yeah, exactly. You're like,
because you want to save it for something good.
yeah, precisely. So, you know, if you're like tearing ass through the world, no, you don't want to use that 5-shot bow on something, but then you end up spending so much time in the open world fighting enemies that truthfully aren't going to be that strong, that's going to warrant in your mind like making that worth it. Then why do I even have it? What is the fucking point?
Medic has a good point. I find it less discouraging that you use those things and more as you change your loadout on the fly.
Which is true, except you have limited inventory space.
It is, but everything
Like,
you're
super
killing is
limited.
dropping stuff, right?
Yeah, but a lot of the times it's dropping shit. It's like garbage stuff. It would be like if. And here's the other thing: when a weapon breaks, it's gone forever. You can't take it and repair it.
Except for those really rare weapons.
Well, actually, no. They disappear from your inventory. You just go back and talk to somebody, and they put another
oh,
one
and
in
they
your
have to be
inventory.
recrafted all together.
Yeah.
But for everything else of like the generic weapons.
Yeah, like they're gone. Like that's it. You'll have to find another one, which isn't always difficult, but you can absolutely find yourself in like an area where you're slogging through and just run out of gear. And to me, that like blows my mind. I
I
mean,
don't know.
the
I'll have
game.
to play it, you know what I mean? And I'll
Yeah.
get my own.
Yeah, I
feel
mean,
for
you'll.
it. I picked it up and I still plan on playing it relatively soon. In fact, had we not picked Diablo 3, that probably would have been like tonight's game.
And I mean,
I'm
I recommend playing it, and I'll
pretty
say,
content playing Diablo 3
oh yeah, but I'll say forever that you
again.
know, yeah, no kidding, right? But I'll say forever that you know, Breath of the Wild is amazing, and like except for a couple of complaints that I have, this is the standard that all open world games should be based on, like now and forever.
And
You know,
that's what I've seen with Breath of the Wild is in like the animated gifs, gifs, is that they give you a relatively small set of tools, but leave so much open for you to
like
so much to do with those. So
Yeah,
many
like-
combos. Like I saw them like time-stopping boulders and then whacking them with a sword, and then openly
yeah.
allowing you to use that as like travel.
Oh,
Like
all right,
those
so
are the type of things I hope they never like patch out. Like that
Oh
is
yeah, no, and they won't, because here's the thing. So I'm going to tell you a story of like when we first started playing it, and then us reading, like me and the girlfriend reading an interview with Eiji Onuma, like the director of all the past Zelda games. I think he started directing Zelda games with fucking Ocarina of Time. So I mean, his pedigree is real big boy here.
right.
So there's a puzzle in one of the first shrines of the game. The shrines are your little mini dungeons. That's where you get these orbs that allow you to permanently upgrade your stamina bars or give you hearts. So, and the game starts off like, in order to really progress, it's like, here you have to do like
You got to do one of these. To
go,
get, like,
well,
some
no,
kind
it's
of item.
actually it's go do one shrine. Okay, these are what shrines are. I need you to do 4 more of them, because they're never big. They're not big at all. The shrine is equivalent to one puzzle room in a normal Legend of Zelda dungeon. Like, they're small.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they're because there's like
So it's like a Tomb Raider has the tombs that you go raid. They're not really like difficult. They're just little things that you do. And
I would argue that some of these are definitely smaller than the Tomb Raider tombs. But there's also 120 of them, so you know there's a lot.
Wow. Okay. Yeah.
But some of them it's really interesting. The difficulty is not the shrine itself, but getting to the shrine, because getting to the shrine is a challenge. So you walk in and they're just like the person guarding the shrine is just like, hey, you did a good job. Here's a treasure chest and a bunch of extra shit. Good work. And like, that's it. It's just like a treasure shrine. They just hand you your stuff.
Gotcha.
So one of the first shrines that you have to do has a tilting ball puzzle. Like, it's got a maze. Like, you take control.
And it's like a mobile phone game.
Kind of. Like, you take control of it and you're holding the in the like the Joy-Con.
Do they really like heavily rely on some of the things that they like?
Sometimes
The controller, like motion controls, things of that stuff.
Sometimes they do.
Are they innovative though?
Not really. No.
No.
It's Wii level stuff. It's because like
shit.
so
I think we need to go back out.
we do. I was just following
wait,
everybody.
It's leading me to 2 different places. What the fuck? I got 2
No,
different arrows.
no, that's not leading you to 2 different places. That's pointing to your party members. The blue arrows are party members.
Oh, is that what that is?
Yes. Although I don't know why there's 4.
Wait,
Or maybe-
I was about to say, hold on.
Or maybe one of them, maybe it's party members and your objective. I think it's both. That's not very good UI design, Blizzard.
Yeah, I'm a little confused with this. So before we were started the stream, you said you were playing something. What were you playing?
I was playing
Dead something?
Death State.
Death State.
Death
Okay,
State.
what's that about?
So that is a new roguelike.
Uh-huh.
It's really interesting in that your character is always firing and you do not have to aim. The character aims for you automatically.
Okay.
Your concern is dodging, because it is a bullet hell.
Holy shit, look at all this stuff going on over here.
Oh yeah, we have all
God.
kinds of explosions. Some good stuff. But yes, it is a bullet hell roguelike.
So it's a bullet hell where you're always following. Or excuse me, always shooting.
Always firing. Always firing,
You're
and
always shooting.
and the game auto aims. It will always target like the closest enemies, but it'll swarm you with tons of little minions. But the little minions usually die in like 2 hits anyway, so it's not a big deal. And you're firing tons of projectiles, and it's like you're just decimating everything. It's pretty good fun. But okay, so it's a twin stick shooter by tradition. Left stick moves, right stick is a dash dodge. So literally your primary agency in this fucking game is to just get out of the fucking way.
Right, so it's like Dark Souls in that regard.
Kind of.
Hell? Or well, more like Bloodborne, I guess.
Yeah, kind of. It gives you more tools to dodge, and you pick up items that are passive trinkets, kind of like Binding of Isaac, except it's alien organs. You have no limit on what you can have. There was at one point 5 eyes, but they don't reflect on your character. Unfortunately, I would love I would love to see the hellish mutant that you become after you ingest so many of them.
Like have all these different organs attached to you.
Yeah, where you're just like some kind of bulbous mass of writhing grossness. But you have every character has an ability. I'm going to be using PS4 terms, but this game is on PC. Every character starts with an ability that is your square. You have health, which is in like little red gems. Each gem is worth 2, just like a Binding of Isaac heart. Most attacks in the game will only take half. Like just will only take half. So even boss attacks.
So kind of like Isaac, the damage is dictated already. Like they're gonna only have a heart.
Yeah. Some later attacks can take a whole one, but literally the only time I saw an attack take a whole one was souped up late game enemies and the final boss. Like that was it. So they're pretty forgiving. Enemies drop little health pellets that'll either give half or whole. You can actually get abilities that will regain health. You can get
holy shit, this thing is getting out of hand here.
Oh yeah. Oh, I've got a couple videos added to my YouTube channel that is just Diablo 3 insanity, where it's like, all right, I don't need this much. But yeah, you have a square ability that differs depending on just what character you're playing as. There's also
by the gods, so much loot.
So much loot.
Arcane dust. What does that do?
Oh, that's a crafting material.
Hold on, let me catch up. We gotta roll back conversation here just a little bit. Medic says there's shrines dotted throughout the world that offer a challenge. It can be a challenge to get to themselves. Also, hidden collectibles you can cash in to improve inventory space. Well, you know what appeals to me about that? I have a weird subset of games I enjoy. And one of them I really enjoyed is stuff like Banjo-Kazooie, the collectathons, where there is those types of hundreds of things to go get. Another one that I really enjoyed that not many people did was Crackdown. Did you ever play that?
Oh man, I loved Crackdown.
I don't know why, but my thing for Crackdown was just collecting the agility worms.
Oh my god!
Which is, I think there was 300 of them.
Yeah.
You should give me $75,000. One of the 5 mold sculpts of the original Alien Queen from Alien is on sale on eBay. Yeah, let me cash out my GameWisp account.
Oh yeah.
How short
Buy $5,000. Turn around while I pull it from the usual place. Although I can't blame you for wanting that.
Hey, it is pretty cool.
That's kind of rad. That ties into my number one thing. Like, if I ever really make it on YouTube, Twitch, whatever, there's one thing in my life that... Oh, no, we're just leaving.
This leaves? Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, well, okay.
That was a little side... That was a side thing. Yeah, you have to, explore all these crypts because, thing that we're supposed to find, the Chancellor's Altar, is in one of these, and it's randomly placed.
Oh, okay. So we have no fucking
You have no clue.
idea where it is.
Nope, none
God damn it.
whatsoever. But no, one of my things is, yeah, you and Lav, you guys like Dark Crystal, right?
Lav is like the big Dark Crystal fan.
Okay.
For sure.
Okay, she will appreciate this. One of the things that I want to get once I've
What the fuck
made
was
it,
that?
probably an enemy.
It went whee!
Oh, it's
That's
hard to
terrifying.
tell then. It could have been my character. There's some weird shit in this game sometimes. But one of the things that I want to get when I make it like big I've made it money is I want an original puppet of one of the Gartham from Dark Crystal. For those that don't know the name, because I mean, it's a name that I had to look up.
Holy shit.
The Gartham are the like weird scarab beetles that the Skeksis send out to capture.
Yeah.
Yeah. So like those crazy like lobster scarab things. Yeah, I want one. Like just
Isaac says,
I want one.
I'm 27 fucking years old and the Dark Crystal still terrifies me.
Hey, that movie's fucked up. Like Jim Henson could be a nightmare machine if he wanted to. I was forever scarred by that movie.
You got David Bowie in those fucking tight ass pants.
No, man, that different movie.
Oh, that's Labyrinth. My bad.
That's Labyrinth.
My bad.
It is Jim Henson though. It is still Jim Henson, so you are correct in that. But no, yeah, Gartham is like one of those things that I want. So I totally don't blame you for wanting to. And truth be told, $5,000, that's not terrible.
No. 75 grand.
Oh, 75 grand. All right, never mind. That is quite terrible.
Yeah, just a slight little miscalculation there.
Yeah. Okay,
I love watching David Bowie play with his balls.
Yeah, there's nothing better than the movie than Labyrinth, subtitled David Bowie adjusting for an hour and a half. Yeah, it doesn't get any better than that.
David Bowie's adjusting.
But, yeah, he's just don't worry. David Bowie's not a pervert. He's just getting settled.
He's just getting settled.
There's a distinct difference here. Oh, but yeah, so Death State, that thing, cool game. I totally recommend it. It's actually, despite it being a bullet hell, like I beat the game the first day that I bought it.
Oh, wait a minute. I need to do my proper duty here real quick. Those of you guys who not aware, as I am an affiliate for this company, Tiny Build, has a Tiny Build Humble Bundle available out there. If you guys are looking for a wonderful set of games, and not because I have anything to do with them, I highly recommend you pick up Pay What You Want for a wide variety of just fucking awesome games from Tiny Build. And those guys have been really nice to provide me anything I want from Tiny Build at any point in time. So, you're supporting the stream too.
And Tiny Build actually does put out like a good number
Tiny Build
of
does
like,
put out really good games. In fact, I've got some that I'm going to be playing coming up soon from Tiny Build that I'm genuinely interested in. They've given me every one of their games. However, just some of them appeal to me and some of them don't. And I don't think I'm... I heard a legendary drop. Did we? Hold on. This is far more important. Oh, yeah. It's an unidentified legendary helm.
Yeah, I picked one up. I got
a 55 fucking armor shield.
Yeah, I got a socketed Leoric's crown.
.6 damage. Hell yeah. Hold on. Loot! loot is more important than this discussion.
Loot is always more important.
Oh, but yes. We were talking about tiny build. You know, so I don't always. I don't play things just to play them. Just because, you know, they're given to me and expected, or not expected, but, you know, with the intention that I play all of them. Some of them just don't fit on the channel, but there are some ones coming, or there's some that just came out that I do want to play on here. I really recommend if you haven't picked it up. I think, sadly, it's the most expensive game in the bundle. Mr. Shifty is really good.
I've heard of that.
If you enjoy Hotline Miami, it's that.
Oh.
It's another Hotline Miami, essentially.
No, I will not allow you to bring that monster Leoric back to this world.
Punch a ghost.
Fucking destroyed.
Now we have the ability of Town Portal.
Sweep attack unlocked. Let's see what that does. Smite. Smite enemies up to 30 yards away with holy chains. Oh my god. That sounds awesome. That's all there. Shield glare. That's the blinding one. Your skin turns to iron, protecting from most damage for a short time. I'm good for now. Provoke. Taunt all enemies. Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. What is this one? Oh, I got my first passives unlocked.
Oh yeah, I need to go set my passive.
While wielding a one-handed weapon, your attack is increased by 15% and all cooldowns are reduced by 15%. You can wield a two-handed weapon in your main hand while bearing a shield in your offhand. Fuck! 15% down on all cooldowns, though. And attack speed is up. Or I get the two-handed weapon on main, and damage dealt is reduced by 20%. Damage dealt is reduced. Mr. Build... Oh, Tiny Build Bundle does not include Mr. Shifty. Shit. Well, you should still get Mr. Shifty.
I don't even remember what all Tiny Build has done. Like,
oh
their
my God.
list is ridiculous.
Yeah. Cluster Truck. Dungelot, which I've played on this channel before. They have Mr. Shifty. They have Dropsy. No, wait, Dropsy is Devolver Digital. They have Final Station, Spaceport Janitor.
Dude, I like Final Station a lot.
What's that one? Something... I'll wait here, I'll explain everything... You know, the dude where he's like a giant laser. No time to explain.
No time to explain, yeah.
That's it. Fuck. I think I'm going to go... For now, I'm going to put Fervor. I can always change it out. Okay. Oh, we learned how to our town portal, didn't we?
Yes.
I must have missed the tutorial on that because...
Right on the D-pad.
Right on.
Yeah.
I need to go back.
Gotcha. Right on D-pad. Boop. Okay. So I've done a lot of adjustments here to my character. Feel a lot stronger. We hit level 11, which is really fast.
Oh, yeah.
My dearest Haedric, do not feel despair.
I was like level 50 or 57 when I ended my first playthrough, so I feel like, well, does that mean we're like 1/5 of the way there? Or? I don't know.
Basically, yes. Well, we are also, like, blowing through enemies because I have all those stupid Paragon levels.
Yeah, true that. I'm gonna burn through all this dialogue options here because it's driving me fucking nuts with these stars above their head.
Oh, yeah, I know. Plus, that's actually used for challenge completion. Is getting all of the... Listening to all of the dialogue, which can be a bit of a slog, but, you know.
There's all that. Let me grab this one here.
Let me know when you want to do when you want me to hop on my witch doctor. Because what I figure I'll do is I will.
Hold on, something happened.
Did you
I
enter the?
enter-
You entered a thing. Just come back to town.
Okay, I got it. Final Station was good. I haven't played it yet. It looked
Okay.
really good though. Spaceport Janitor looked really good too. Where do we need to go? Cathedral Garden?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, the dude is talking to us it on like mic chat, and I'm not hooked up to that.
Oh, yeah. I have him muted, so there's that.
I don't have him muted, but like I heard his voice come through my TV. I was like, oh, he's trying to say things.
Listen, Cobra,
Right.
you're much more entertaining when you don't say anything. So you can continue not
Cobra, you're better seen and not heard.
to. You're better seen and not. Yeah, exactly.
I'm just gonna say.
Just saying.
Yeah, did you just see that Fist of the North Star shit that I did? Yeah, that's right. This fucking game is bananas.
Shit is. I wonder how many people learned how to spell banana from that song. I know it affected me.
Always check the bookcases for gold. Yeah. Not that I really need any gold. I have about 250 million gold.
Yeah, but you know, shit. If
But
it's
you know
there,
what?
take it,
I
right?
need that 12 that's hidden behind that book. You're
What else are you gonna do? Let it sit there like a savage?
What? Are you coming back to find that stuff? Are you gonna really come back and face zombies and skeletons and like ungodly horrors because you need to get Jimmy's like cough syrup? Yeah, I don't think so. Jimmy's dead. So I'm taking that 12 gold.
Electrified skeletons.
Not yet.
Oh, that hurt. Blind his ass. There we go.
I basically just have a fire spin kick now, and it's hilarious.
Shadowgen!
Yeah, I mean it's
Oh, wait a minute. That Hadouken is like.
well, no, Hadouken is fireball. Shoryuken is
Shuriken, that's it.
Shoryuken is the fire
That's
punch.
Ken's spin kick, right?
No, that's the fire punch.
Oh, that's the uppercut.
Yeah.
What's Ken's Ken's spin kick?
What was it? Tatsuyoken? Or no,
Gibbs!
Tatsuroken? I don't fucking remember. Damn it, Shelby, I can't join you. One of my friends is playing Diablo 3 and like he wants me to help him power level, but it's like I'm doing a thing, I can't do it. I gotta wait till next time.
My character just said, "I need more wrath," and for whatever reason, I heard it as, "I need more RAM."
I need more RAM.
I feel
I'm
like
no computer.
computers should have voice.
Hold on though,
alerts.
I picked up like a really rad shield, but I'm not gonna use it, so there.
Oh yeah,
Take it.
sweet. The Juggernaut moderation.
Yeah, they're
The
random.
ultimate moderator shield.
Yeah, their name generation is fucking rad. Up here's
Spiteful shroud of slaughter.
over here's our destination.
Hold on, I gotta put on my pants.
Look, man, you're on a stream. I don't think it matters that much. I think you just
They
like
can only see me from the neck up.
I think you just let that dream die, man.
Tatsumuki.
Tatsumu-
Tatsumuki. Is what medics
I've
say.
yeah, I've never remembered the name
Tatsumuki.
of
That?
the
Oh,
spin
that doesn't sound
kick.
I don't know. Maybe I'm just not doing the. That's right. Holy
I don't
shit.
know. That kind of sounds right. Tatsumoki. Like that could be it. I've never remembered it. I've always known Hadouken and Shoryuken, but like never anything beyond that.
Who are you? Nobody cares. Shut up.
Who are you? Look, we are literally godkin. Just stand behind me, dude. Seriously.
Maki? Are you just making shit up now, Medic? Reading is a powerful tool.
Reading's for lame people.
Reading's for nerds!
Yeah, you know who didn't read? Indians. And you know what? I'm Cherokee. So we didn't need your fancy white man letters and learning. So my response to that is eat a dick.
Verdant! How do you make it show your names when you talk in the top right hand corner? So Discord has an API that you can tie into, and you have a couple options. You can show the amount of people that are on your server, you can show voice chat, and you can also pull all of your chat from a particular channel. So if you wanted to, and I considered it for just about like 5 seconds, so that you guys could have custom emotes and stuff like that, without needing anything from Twitch, where you can just chat inside a Discord instead of through Twitch. But then I realized, like, that's kind of inconvenient, because if you want to talk now, you gotta have 2 things open. You gotta have Discord open, and you gotta have the channel open. So I just opted against it. But yes, there's your answer. Long-winded answer, but an answer nonetheless. Discord provides these things for free.
Oh yeah.
It's just up to you to set it up. And it helps a lot, like in multiplayer games where you have like lots of different people talking, just trying to identify who's saying what and when.
Please forgive me. My vision was
I
clouded.
give you $1,000 to jump down this stair. Is that in settings? It is not. You actually have to go to the Discord website to set that up.
Thank you for
I am Cormac, warrior of the Templar Order. If it is the Skeleton King you seek, then you will have to fight your way past John Dar. There is no reason we should hunt alone.
I feel like I should sort my inventory out real quick.
Sure.
I feel like I'm over... You're over encumbered. How about I... What's the drop button? Let's see.
You hit X to go into a category, and then triangle is drop. You could also hit R3, which automatically puts it to junk, so that whenever you go to sell or disassemble items at either the blacksmith or a merchant, you can just hit R3 and you get rid of everything that you have tagged as junk.
I just need to make a little bit of room. I'm going to get rid of, like, just the grays.
Oh, yeah, definitely. I don't even bother picking them up.
I honestly, I don't know what I'm doing, so I've been
That's
picking
fair.
up all the things, which has
That is fair.
been non-productive in this particular endeavor. There you go. Fucking hell, I'm trying to get into the door, and I picked up 7 more of my items. Do I only play this on PS4? Yes. Yes, Diablo 3 I only own on PS4. Sadly, I wish I had it on PC, but I don't.
And you would have
speaking
to
of
start
Diablo,
over.
I need to. I'm gonna pick up Diablo 2. I think I would like to play Diablo 2 as well. What the fuck was that?
With what? What was what?
Something. Oh, it's this thing.
Oh, treasure goblin.
Not him all at once.
Got
Blind
him.
him.
We got him.
Got him, boys. Spin the whip.
Spin away.
I'm enjoying the cleric or this guardian. If for nothing else, that I have this like gigantic sweeping attack.
Oh yeah, they get
If
some.
you have this on PS4, Vernon, and you know you're around our level, you're more than welcome to join us. I encourage anyone and everyone to come on in.
Oh yeah.
It's games open to the public. Diablo 2, you disgust me. Get out of here. Diablo 2 is arguably one of the best damn RPGs ever made.
It's one of the
Action
most it's
RPGs.
one of the most addictive, but Diablo 2 has its issues.
Okay, fair enough.
Like
Listen, I
it's
had a
not
little
it's
bit-
not perfect, but
It's not perfect, no.
Diablo 2 is pretty fucking great, especially if you get the
Speaking
Lord
of
of
Diablo
Destruction.
2, I was looking because I found my battle chest. I went back to my old house just to pick up some more stuff and bring to where I live now. And found my battle chest there, but I was looking, and you can just like repurchase their classic games for like $9.99.
Yeah, but if you still have the CD keys, you can just register them on your BattleNet account and download them whenever the hell you want.
Can you?
Yeah.
I didn't know how that worked because I found like I figured like I'd have to send like an email and like get a damn camera out, like a Polaroid and a scanner and.
No, if you've got the CD key, you can just
Look,
register.
I bought this thing back in 1997. You're gonna have to believe me here.
Yeah, no, because I registered my CD keys for Diablo 2 are gone, unfortunately, just fallen off the case from years of use. And
Yeah.
but no, I registered my Warcraft 3 and the expansion Frozen Throne.
Because I've seen one other company do that before. I was debating on what to play tonight. Of course, we ended up on Diablo 3. Another option was going to be Titan Quest, and
Oh, yeah.
THQ. Their way of doing it was literally like what I was joking about. I had to snap a photo with a camera and like send a picture in, and then they would register it for me on Steam.
Oh no,
was like, what?
you mean you had to go through some like really baroque and outdated steps with a company that could not
Yeah.
keep up with the times that eventually went under their own hubris? Are you kidding? I'm shocked.
I think I just picked up another legendary helmet.
You possibly did.
Bright orange?
Yeah, kind of like a weird gold color.
Yeah.
Yeah, you may have gotten a
still need to,
unique
like-
drop then.
Yeah, I still need to identify the other one that I picked up as well.
Identifying is much easier in this game if you.
What are your thoughts on Destiny 2? That's a good question, Verdant. So I was very, very hyped for Destiny 1. However,
Yeah, I bought that bill of sale too.
however, and I think everybody saw that word coming. Dude, it fell very, very short on story and left me quite disappointed. And the time I was playing Destiny, just to give you a point of reference, if you've been playing it since the beginning, there was the loot cave. I don't know if any of you guys
Oh
remember
god.
that.
Yeah.
So that was the time I was active, is when the loot cave was active.
Mm-hmm.
And it was, granted, it was bullshit that they nerfed it. However, you have to take into consideration that they put themselves in a situation where they made it impossible for you to progress in any way without improving your light count. It made the drops so impossible to get. That was the only way to do it. And
That game
to take that away,
didn't even have a leveled loot system tied to your character. It was leveled to the fucking zone.
My
Right.
bag is full.
That is horrendous.
so I was really disappointed with. I think many people were disappointed with Destiny, but
I was.
I'm not saying it was a bad game by any means. In fact, I really enjoyed the little bit, like, the action of Destiny was good. Like, the combat, and now, granted, the PvP mode, it was shotguns or get the fuck out of here.
Well, then PvP mode became hunter or get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. The hunter had
Their fucking
its like
ability.
ultimate move or
Yeah,
whatever. Yeah, where you
there's
fucking pull out ninja blades and fly all over the screen. Yeah.
yeah.
Um, and that was like the only way. It was like shotguns or hunter, or it wasn't worth playing. Now they have made some updates and patches and things of that sort, but we also lost some of the original voice acting. You know, they changed some of the characters' cutscenes and some of the main characters. I believe it was Peter Dinklage. Am I correct there?
Yeah,
Played,
they replaced Peter Dinklage with Nolan North, which outraged a lot of people, but let's be honest, his line delivery was awful. Like either A, he did not give a shit about that job, or B, they gave him no
Blade Dancer.
line
Yes,
direction.
yes. There you go.
Oh yeah, Blade Dancer, fuck that. Fuck that forever. Like I love Destiny. I hate Destiny. It's so weird because the settings,
I
like the
love
settings were amazing.
The speeder bikes.
Oh, the sparrows! Yeah, sparrows were
The
rad as
sparrows
hell.
were fantastic. They were so fun
tearing
to
ass
cruise
around in a sparrow. And
However,
then,
they really left it lackluster because anytime you'd get going on it, you know what I mean, and start adventuring, you would bump into something that would just completely stalemate. You know, like, you know, some guy would shoot you and like blow your fucking shield off or something, or send you into like a critical mode that require like, all right, I gotta get off the bike and play the game again. Like, you know, as soon as you really got going into it, you know what I mean?
yeah,
It was time to stop and get off the bike and stop having fun. I would have liked to seen it been a little more open. I would like to see more than, what is it, a maximum of 3 party members.
oh yeah,
And I would have liked to seen the loot system not be what it was.
oh
So,
definitely.
It's kind of a weird way for me to get around to answering your question. What do I think of Destiny 2? The reason I said that is because my answer is I hope Destiny 2 fixes everything that was wrong with Destiny 1. Because I want to believe it'll be good. But I haven't seen anything about it. I haven't done any research on Destiny 2. I haven't really looked into anything. All I can hope is that they fixed all of those issues that I have qualms with. And there was a lot of them.
Oh god, was there ever?
And something else that irked me about Destiny is I was working at GameStop at the time.
We both were.
We both were working GameStop at the time when that came out.
Oh
and
yeah,
there was
real
all these promises
super.
of, hey, we're gonna support this game for the next 10 years. Well, lo and behold, here we are, and they're already, Destiny 2 is making its way out. Now, granted, they say, yeah, well, we are gonna keep our oath, and we'll keep, keeping Destiny up to date. But let's face it, when Destiny 2 comes out, the Destiny 1 player base is gonna jump ship. They're gonna go to the new one. They're not gonna.
That's assuming that they haven't already jumped ship on the series entirely.
That is very, very true.
Because
so the fact that they continue to support it, not really that big of a deal.
Yeah. Do you remember specifically that launch? Do you remember what happened at that launch?
Remind me.
So for those that aren't aware, GameStop store managers go to a conference every year, and they're gone for like a week. So, your big, salaried backup manager is gone. Yeah, they launched it during manager conference week.
Oh, yeah.
And so you were down your major player at your store.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's when, our manager wasn't amazing at the time, but still.
I hate to harp on Destiny so hard, but another problem I had with Destiny, we were talking about the support issue, is, okay, I totally understand they have to make money, but they really, really, I gotta say, working GameStop, for us, they pitched the shit to really emphasize, we are going to support this game. This is the game
Oh
for
yeah.
the next 10 years.
Yeah.
You're either on the boat or you're off the boat kind of deal. The fact that support came in the fact of paid DLC.
And not even cheap DLC either.
Not
Taken
cheap
King was
DLC.
$40 fucking dollars.
Right.
And did not give that much content. Like,
And
it gave a
was
lot.
not worth
but
the value.
No.
If
No.
you add up all of their DLC at this point in time, I think, and I can't tell you because I'm not fucking paying that much to find out, it might have a reasonable storyline.
It did. Like, I actually have Taken King. So
It might have something that almost resembles the game they promised us at
Oh,
launch.
it does. That's the infuriating part. Taken King is actually the game that we were promised originally.
So the fact that you'd have to pay the $60 plus the 40 plus the whatever, just to get the game that you were supposed to get, that's a little
Super shitty.
fuckery for me.
Yeah. That's like unreasonably
Taking King
shitty.
was $60 on the release day. Holy shit.
And
So you're
here's,
talking $120 plus, not to mention the other DLC.
oh yeah.
That
Yeah.
Taken King was not the only one.
No, but it was like the big. It was
It
like
was
the
the
big
big one,
mamma
yes.
jamma. Like it was the
Because
one.
you have Iron Banner and Adventure 1, Adventure 2, Adventure 3.
No, they only had 1 and 2.
Oh, 1 and 2, excuse me.
The Fallen King. No, House of Wolves.
House of Wolves, yep.
And
Iron Banner, Taken King. I mean, there was
and there was something.
and all of them $20, $30, $40, $60 a piece.
Or no, House of Devils, I think is what it was called. House of Devils and something else. And they were like, oh, but if you buy the limited edition, you get the season pass where you get all that stuff. Yeah, you got everything but Taken King. You still had to pay $40 for that. Here's another thing that like pissed me off individually. So I bought that game on PS3 before I had a PS4, before I even dreamed of having a PS4. And I bought the limited edition. I've still got it. It's sitting up on a shelf right now, like here in my apartment. It's right over there. I can kind of see it out of the corner of my eye. And I had it on PS3. So I got this limited edition stuff, like a special Ghost Shell and a special Sparrow and all this other.
Yeah.
So I eventually got a PS4 copy, or I played a PS4 copy. We could check out, for those that don't know, we could check out used games out at GameStop. And of course, we had tons of used Destiny. So I would just check it out and play it. And when I got a PS4, I checked it out and I was like, you know what? Yeah. So they saved your character to their servers. So my Warlock was still there. I was like, all right, that's super rad. I'm going to play this. And I was like, oh, my collector's edition stuff is here. And I go to like access it and it's like, oh, sorry, you don't have the collector's edition of the game. I was like, motherfucker, are you really going to argue this point with me right now? I will.
So that if you
Stab
if
you.
you sold your copy of the collector's edition of the game,
You lost your
or
shit.
didn't have that particular disc in the system.
If you didn't have your disc in the machine, that's the infuriating part. Like, from my inventory, stuff was there. I couldn't do anything with it. It just sat there. And was like, sorry, you can't access this. I was like, are you
that's kind of
shitting
shitty.
me
Like,
right
you've
now?
clearly registered it.
I know.
You know, you clearly registered it, so you obviously own it.
Yeah. And I mean, that's a minor thing because I literally lost out on like 2 cosmetic things. I was like, all right, big deal, whatever.
Right.
But
But
it's still the principle of like, that's how
it's
little
still
they
the principle
care.
matter. Agreed.
Like, that's how little they care about you as a consumer. It's like, oh, you supported us in our early times? Hey, great, thanks. Here's all this stuff.
Hey,
And
thanks,
actually,
Ubisoft.
yeah. So it would be like, it was the equivalent of like, oh, hey, like a reasonable interaction for that would have been, oh, hey, you supported this early game. Hey, that's cool. Actually, you've been here since like patch 1. So we're going to give you like some bonus stuff. Like I got a couple of extra, player card banners because I was in the beta, and was like, all right, cool, I've got some of this cool stuff. You know, that's rad. Yeah, they were like, oh, did you pay extra? Yeah, we don't care. So like, sorry, but not sorry. We already have your money. Go away.
Shit. I'm so fucking over encumbered. Hold on. I gotta do some like merching or something here. I've got a situation going on. Okay. I need to identify some stuff here. All of the things.
There's actually a super easy way to do that. Go talk to Kane.
Like the Book of Cain, right? You should do all of them?
Well, the Book of Cain will do them all, or you could just literally pick your Kane and be like, I have items you need to identify. He's like, okay.
Get to work, old man! Yeah, Verdant's saying it did the same shit for me on Xbox.
Yeah.
Okay, well, let me backtrack. There was a little bit of conversation I missed. Well, another mod just for that called Racing, and you can even make your own mod as a custom game. Yes, yeah, with the Sparrow Racing, yes.
Yeah, Sparrow Racing, I
You
remember.
talk about DLC problems, look at Payday 2. Yeah, agreed.
Yeah. Oh, man.
That game is held on by DLC.
I refuse to support them anymore with the way they treated console DLC. I'm just not even gonna.
Dark Below, House of Wolves, Taken King, and Rise of Iron are the 4.
That's it. Dark Below, House of Wolves.
It's because you enabled the Xbox 360 or PS3 edition for the items.
See,
said maybe the issue for why it said that.
Yeah, and that's really stupid. If they're gonna let you port your character from between the two consoles to between PS3 and PS4,
yeah, they should have taken that
your
into consideration.
So yeah, so.
Let me go to. I gotta do this. I gotta do some merching. Hold on, real quick.
You're fine. I've got his name.
Well, I have 2 Leora Crown. One with 4. I have 3 of them. What the fuck?
That'll happen.
Okay, well.
So a thing that I don't know if you noticed it with Diablo 3 is that you can actually get unique gear at any level, but it's tuned to a level. So your level 70 gear is what you're obviously going to want to aim for, but you'll find like multiples of the same item, but they'll have different stats.
I am seeing an issue here. Hold on one second. Let me. Is that two-handed? There we go. That gets me my shield back. Okay. I just noticed that because I was using a two-handed weapon, it took my shield away. Now could. Destiny 2 will be on PC, by the way. That will be interesting. Again, I want nothing more than to be really excited for Destiny 2, but I've been burned before. I'm like an abuse victim.
Yeah.
I already played that game, and she hit me last time.
Yeah,
I want to believe they learned their lesson, but I'll see it when I believe it. I will not be pre-ordering.
Oh hell no! I don't even know if I'm gonna play it.
See, I actually be considering to go back and play Destiny 1 just because I genuinely enjoyed the campaign.
Oh
but
yeah, I mean the game itself.
The combat of it, you just like the gameplay, I should say.
Oh yeah, like the game itself is really great, and they changed a lot of stuff. Now item level is tied to your actual character, so if you go and do patrols on Earth, like the little random missions on Earth, the starter zone, and you're level 15, enemies there will drop level 15 gear.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, like they've changed that. They changed that, and that was a major thing they had to change. But like the game that you sold me is not the game that I bought. Like that's the problem. And man, and I really feel like 90% of that issue came from Activision. Because
I've got that feeling too.
They really I know Bungie has put out some really questionable stuff in the past, like as far as quality, but we can literally all attribute that to, hey, why was Halo 3 so damn boring? Because they didn't want to make a Halo 3. Microsoft made them. Why was Halo 4 so damn bad? Because that wasn't Bungie anymore. Like Bungie had left at that point. it's all Microsoft just like beating the dead horse corpse of Master Chief. Like you can totally see that. And
Yep.
what we
And it
were
all makes sense.
pitched, what we were pitched with Destiny. I look at that and I'm like, yeah, that's totally what Bungie had in mind. Like that is actually what they had in mind. That was their game. And then Activision came along and was like, oh, you got like a 60+ hour MMO. That's rad. How about we just take like this entire third of the story and just sell it for $40 later? And it's like, I guess we could do that if we were terrible people. Yeah, we've already done that. So we're just letting you know we've done that. We don't need your input. We're the publisher. We don't care about you. So
True that. Have you or Bright played an F-Zero game? Yes.
Oh yeah.
SNES, F-Zero. Yes.
The last
Played and completed.
I've never been able to. Well, I played the Super Nintendo one a little bit, but my main one that I kept trying to complete was was F-Zero GX on the GameCube. Oh boy, let me tell you, oh man,
That's a hard ass game.
that is a hard ass game. Because like I remember when I first got it, so I actually skipped the GameCube entirely when it came out.
Oh, me too.
I just did not have it, and this was the time.
I thought it was it's a stupid.
Did you do the thing?
Reason to skip
Did
it,
you
but it
did
was
you do the
shit.
thing where it was like, oh okay. So my thing was like I was in that because you remember this is like the 2000s. This is like the early 2000s, and I was 14, 15. So of course, naturally, I'm like, nah, I don't need any of that kiddie stuff. I want that PlayStation 2 that has Grand Theft Auto. Like I was that kid.
Hey, in all fairness, PlayStation
Tales
2.
of our endeavors
You didn't pick-
proliferate.
I didn't.
Michelle Jean!
Yeah, I did not pick.
Oh, is there a raid coming? There's a raid!
Oh,
That's
people-
Michelle!
Oh man, does that mean people are raiding so that they can watch my super broken witch doctor do stuff? Oh, boy
Michelle,
howdy.
hi! How are you, baby?
Boy howdy. If you guys want to see like some real broken shit, I will show it to you here in a minute. But yeah, like I don't feel bad that I picked the PS2. The PS2 is one of my favorite systems now.
No,
Like-
sorry
like-
guys, we're talking about like older consoles. We got really in this little in-depth conversation. No, yeah, man, the PS2 was a great console to get addicted to, or to pick up. The PS2 was one of the first systems that, by the basis of one game alone, I went out and bought one. I was playing with a friend of mine. We were playing. I watched him play Final Fantasy X.
Oh man, you
And that
actually got it
game
later
was
than I
just
did.
So
man. That's
fucking
surprising.
gorgeous, even to this day.
Oh yeah. Well, I mean, okay. So real talk. Here's how much I love Final Fantasy X. I own that game 4 fucking times.
I think I own it just as many. I own like a
No,
black box version.
Oh, no.
Version.
No. I own it on PS2. I have it on PS3. I have it on PS4. I have it on PlayStation Vita. I bought that game 4 fucking times.
Theoracraft, thank you so much for coming, Hero. Thank you for raising that banner in our name. Welcome, Hero. Michelle raised money for St. Jude tonight. It was a good night. Look at you being a hero, Michelle. I'm so proud of you. Oh, she's so good. How much money did we raise tonight? Thank you guys who joined Michelle over there and helped raise money for that great charity. Give yourself all like a collaborative pat on the back. Good job. How much should we raise?
After much prayer, Akan hit upon the idea of an order of crusaders.
Give Fast RMX a look on the Switch if you like F-Zero, Bright.
Oh yeah,
FMX.
I've seen Fast RMX. It's pretty
You've
rad.
seen it? Does it
Yeah.
look pretty cool?
Our
It-
community grows.
Let's be honest. With the way
Savory
Nintendo,
Fox, thank you so much for becoming a hero tonight. I greatly appreciate it. Thank you for raising that banner in our name. Oh, shit. Bright, help me.
I'm.
Things are getting out of control.
Things are happening, yes, because we've got a frozen unique over here.
Get fuck out of there.
Oh, it's a plague carrier.
Brought us
Shit.
up to $200 collected for a campaign so far. Wow, that is awesome. Great job, everybody. Jolly good.
Jolly good.
Well done.
Up.
That's awesome.
Treasure goblin.
What is your guys' total goal, Michelle? I'd follow. Buddy! Hi, how are you? So good to see you again. Medic. Can I get... I'm gonna need a couple of caster commands. Can we just do, like, the trio here? Can we get one for BrightBro? Can we also... Who's I've got on the line here. Can we also get one for Michelle? And can we also get one for Bunny? Unfollow, refollow. Well, that's the only logical way that we can do this.
That makes sense to me.
You know, I offer this open invitation here to you guys as well. If anybody has Diablo 3 on PS4, and, you know, we're rolling some new characters, we're like level 14 or so, and you'd like to join us, it's open. You're more than welcome. Join us all the rest of the week while we work our way through the campaign here. Or if you got maybe like an older character or something sitting around and you want to join a little later in, by all means, stop by. Yes, I am Filthy Lurker. Filthy Lurk.
You know what we should do? As like a little, I guess a thing that chat could get involved into. We should do a thing that I've always loved to do on my streams, but nobody tunes into my streams, so I don't have anybody to actually talk to. Let's do gaming memories, like gaming memory stories. The way I'm thinking of this is not really so much like, oh, I remember when I beat
holy shit
X, or I remember when I first played Y. I'm thinking of it as like...
Okay, here we go. I can start this off. I've got this.
Yeah, just like anything revolving around gaming, including like GIFs or anything like that.
I'm going to catch up with chat real quick. I have Diablo on PS4, but I'm heading to bed. Next time, possibly. No problem, Savory, please. I stream every night, Monday through Friday, 10 p.m. Eastern. If you'd like to, you're more than welcome. Come on into voice chat, hang out with us. You're a friend here. Get to $1,000, plan to do a 24-hour stream. I believe in you, Michelle. You're at $200 already. I have complete and utter faith in you. Also, I need to catch up to my party here. I got distracted. Have a goal of 750 in a stretch of 1,000. I'm sorry, I went back to go read that. I don't know why I punched this chest. I've been playing way too much fucking Dark Souls, which we finished Dark Souls 3 last night. Mimic chest, man. Oh, we were talking like gaming memories. All right,
memories,
so I'll share one with chat, and then you guys, let's see what you have to compare. So, how about most annoying challenge you ever did in a video game to get whether that achievement or just like small item? I know for me. Again, I have to go to one of my favorite games of all time, Final Fantasy X. Dodge a lightning bolt 100 times. Thunder Plains.
Oh man, you know what? I got a better one for you from that same game. I've got two.
Really?
I've got two better ones.
The Chocobo race.
The Chocobo race to get Titus's ultimate or to get the crest for his weapon. But
yeah,
do you remember the other super shitty one out of that game? I bet you don't, because you never used him, did you? You never
playing Blitzball, because
no.
I suck at Blitzball.
No, the Blitzball game in 10 kind of sucks, so you're not alone there. But no, that was manageable. But do you know what I'm talking about? That's right. Did you get everybody's ultimate weapon? Like unlock it fully?
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
which one?
Okay, then how could you ever forget catching butterflies with Kimari?
Oh, fuck yeah, in the forest. The red and blues.
Oh, I'm sorry. Did you, scrape too close to a red one, guess what? Fuck your 6 hours of sitting here doing this dumb game. Man, the
By
lightning
the way, I
bolts.
love your hair color. Thank you, Bunny. As you might imagine, Lav did it for me. It's a nice little galaxy color. It's purple and blue and pink, and there's all kinds of stuff. I always try to avoid Blitzball. I think that was everybody's gameplay in there.
Yeah, like Blitzball was manageable because you could so you could score a goal and then you could grab the ball and swim behind the enemy's net and the AI bugs the fuck out and they can't do anything and so you can just win by default. The lightning bolt dodging, it takes a minute, but you can get into a rhythm and it's not that bad.
It's like Lav likes purple or something. Well, there may be some truth to that. Mine used to look like that, but it was on accident. You know what? This was sort of a happy accident as well. Lav did like zebra stripes for me. It was weird. It was like layers of blue. No, it was pink and blue in stripes all the way back. And then I took midnight. When that faded out, I grabbed midnight purple and I stuck it on top, and it turned all the like various pieces purple, and it re-infused the blue to be a new blue and the pink to be a new pink. So it worked out. The Alliance Ravager. Oh, this is a buy and sell from her. Speaking of selling, hold on, Bright, I gotta ask you some in-game stuff before I make a shit mistake here.
Sure.
Everybody laughs at me. I have 3 Leorix crowns, which are legendary crowns.
Salvage them. Salvage them, don't sell them.
Do not sell them, salvage them.
Yes.
Okay.
You salvage them at the blacksmith in town. One of his slots is that. Because they drop a rare crafting material. It's guaranteed at levels if it's a level 70 item, but it's like a lower chance if it's a lower level item. But that's the other thing is that unique items spawn at every level. So the ones
laugh at you.
The ones that you've got now are like
that's inevitable, I guess.
Yeah, the versions that you have of Leor's Crown right now are garbage. You can find better ones at level 70. That's not a big deal. Don't get super attached to anything like that. However, if you do find a unique item that has a unique ability that you like, hold on to it for when you can get to Kainai's Cube.
Okay, yeah.
Leoric's Crown doesn't have one.
Here in our conversation about challenges in games you thought were just absolute bullshit and were not worth whatever you were doing it for, but you did it anyways. Fighting Lizard Ganon at the end of Ocarina of Time.
You mean like the final boss? I didn't think he was that hard.
Yeah?
Like no.
Well, Medic was young at the time, so...
Okay. Well, I mean, I was young-ish, but Medic's probably younger than
he said he was 7.
Oh, okay, yeah, that's way too difficult then. Because I was like, I would have been like...
That's like Blue's Clues.
I would have been like, I would have been like 11 or 12, so, that age difference definitely makes a difference. Here's a better bullshit one from Ocarina of Time. Fucking Bigoron Sword Quest. Because, man, that Bigoron Sword was not...
that bad.
Oh, come on. The whole thing with that eye frog, it's like, oh, here's this frog. You have to get it there in 3 minutes or it dies. And it's like, wait, what? Doesn't make any sense.
Okay, well, it was a little silly. I gotta...
And the Bigoron Sword was cool to play around with, but really fucking used that. Like, let's be honest. Did you really replace the Master Sword with the Bigoron Sword? Hell no, because you couldn't use a fucking shield. It wasn't worth it.
Actually... For my playthrough here on the channel, I did. I used the big orange sword the whole time. But that's after... Grant, I'm like fucking 30 years old, so... that, combined with my love for Dark Souls, made that an appropriate challenge for me.
But see, that's the thing. You took that on as a specific challenge. Hey, I'm going to use... once I unlock
it was easier for me, but that's because I always wield like great swords in Dark Souls and learn to dodge.
Yeah, but like for the basic mechanics of the game,
For a 7-year-old, that's a whole nother set of concepts.
or even for a
there.
12-year-old, because like I did it when I was a kid and was like, oh cool, I get this two-handed sword, and I was like, it's really powerful, but I can't block anything, and I can't do like my mirror shield stuff, and like if you do it prior to fighting Twin Rova,
Isn't that
you
weird? I was
basically
reading,
can't
and
use it.
I've never done this before, but I was reading something the other day. It was like, just proving how useless the sword really was in Zelda. Is that I believe there was an item in every single, or sorry, the Master Sword being useless. There was an item in every single Zelda that would allow you to kill Ganon with it, including like the butterfly net,
The butterfly net, the bottle in Ocarina of Time. Butterfly
Yep.
net was Link to the Past. But yeah,
Have you ever tried actually doing that for like killing him?
I did
Like
one
bottling
time.
him?
I did one time, and it worked. I was shocked, but it worked. I was like, okay then. Sure, Zelda.
So technically, we have to, like, when we're talking about Zelda and potential useless quests. Really, there was no reason to go through all the trouble. Like, for example, Ocarina of Time, or not Ocarina of Time. I'm sorry, the Super NES one. Link to the Past. Going through that little scenario to get the Master Sword, which is the only reason you're doing that, is so that you have a tool to defeat Ganon, is actually like a giant waste of time. Sablon, what's up, man? How you doing tonight? Welcome to the party, brother.
Oh, so I have my own favorite gaming story. So this one's a bit different. This is not like it's not directly related to gaming, but it's just like a really good story. Or well, I like it. It's good memories. This is, and you can chime in with like chat your own holiday related.
I love this fucking horse for getting around.
Oh yeah, it's that move is fucking rad. It's holiday gaming stories, and it's like, yeah, like when you played games on the holidays or when you got stuff for the holidays. Because I remember my first foray into PlayStation gaming. It's the year that I got my PS1. Now I got my PS1 pretty late. I had it in
PS1.
Yeah, I had an N64
startup music in my brain.
Oh god, yeah. But I had I had an N64, and what
I rage quit Prey, so now I'm here sulking and watching you nerds.
I can appreciate that rage
Do you-
or Prey can be really rage-inducing.
Sorry, I've got to. Oh shit!
I'm
actually
trying to
started
get
an event.
I'm trying to get there. They're
All right.
cool bonuses, but they're not required. So if you lose it, it's no big deal. But I'm
Oh wait! Oh, it's timed. I didn't see that. Shit.
yeah, it's timed. You got to kill them all within the time limit.
All right, hold on. I'm working on it.
I am also trying to get there. I'm here now. There we go.
You're gonna be
This
able
is
to
going
get
a
this
little
thing
bit
in
better.
time?
Possibly.
100 enemies. Fuck, we better go for the little ones. There we go. Got the 100. Nice.
Okay, we got it.
All right.
And then you just have to kill the rest of them. And what happens is you get 2 chests. Normally you only get 1 if you
Fucking
can't
A, that's
complete
what
it.
I'm talking about. Oh, loot!
Oh, I got a new skill. What did I get?
I don't know if you heard, but the speed run for Prey is ridiculous now. By like the end of day 1, they had it down to 45 minutes. By yesterday, it was down to 20 minutes.
That's pretty rad.
That shit is gonna be on Summer Games Done Quick or Awesome Games Done Quick this year for sure. You're talking
Yeah,
a 20-minute
it's
AAA title.
I think it's too late for SGDQ.
Yeah.
But,
SGDQ. Speaking of SGDQ, man, I'm disappointed.
Yeah, there's no Super Metroid. What the fuck?
There's Super Metroid, not on the end day though. I don't know. Like,
I didn't see it at all.
Yeah, no, yeah, it's on the day before.
Oh.
Hold on, I've already been inside this den.
Yeah, we're trying to find.
Yeah, it's not. Sadly, it's not the grand finale like it always is. See, we have a in-house tradition that every year, Lav, I, and Little Giraffe, all sit on the couch and we watch AGDQ, and then we pick our racers and bet on the Super Metroid race. I don't know, just something we do as a family. So I'm really disappointed it's not a part of the finale anymore.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
I understand why certain things changed, right? Because of the comments that happened last year.
Yeah, no kidding, right?
In all fairness, the people at the convention were being kind of dickholes.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Or,
Oh, yeah.
I don't know if you want to call it convention. But
Yeah.
the
Gathering.
people at AGDQ
Yeah.
were being annoying fucking Twitch trolls. And they... dude, despite how brutal that guy laid into them, fucking deserving. That's my...
Yeah. Yeah, I can't really say that you're wrong.
Now, the words that he used, definitely not classy. And he wasn't trying to be.
No. No, that's the man that has given up elegance years ago.
But, you know, it was just Twitch trolls just being a real fucking nuisance to people who were trying to show off their gaming prowess.
Yeah.
Now, you cannot be surprised. The Games Done Quick staff cannot be surprised that when you get a bunch of socially awkward people together, that some shit's gonna go down.
Yeah.
Someone's not gonna say something that's probably appropriate. And the fact that they were trying to get branding and, like, other thing, you know what I mean? They were at sponsorships and things of that sort. You have to let those sponsors know, go, listen, this is a live event, anything can happen. You know, you're dealing with this kind of crowd and these kind of people.
Not ready yet.
Let's fucking take off on this horse this way. However, you shouldn't punish the entire community. Asking him to not come back, fine. I get it. I do. However, making the event worse for everybody just because, probably not the wisest decision.
No.
It's my status on it, my official response.
Yeah.
Is worth jack diddly dick, but there it is nonetheless.
That's fair. But yeah. I agree with you there. It's shitty, I understand it, but it's still shitty.
Right. And I'm really not excited for this one now.
No, I'm not either. I looked at the game list.
You know, again, I'm a big Dark Souls fan. I love my action RPGs. As you can tell, the one that we're playing now. However,
You won't get away from us this time.
for the Dark Souls 3 spot, the runner for Dark Souls 3 spent a lot of time practicing a full run of Dark Souls 3. He was going to do all bosses, all DLCs, right? Which is great. Dark Souls is actually like a really huge game at AGDQ and SGDQ. People love to see the Dark Souls runs. I mean, you know, it's argued as one of the hardest games that you can possibly play. And people who are good at it are usually admired. This guy spent... Good night, Michelle. Thank you so much for the raid, dear. I love you to death. Thank you so much. I greatly appreciate it. I really do. This is going to be towards my 7 days towards Twitch affiliate get. So, having the extra views here definitely helps. Thank you so much, Michelle.
What of your
So the runner spent, the speedrunner spent an inordinate amount of time practicing these games, getting good at them, just going above and beyond. And especially something like Dark Souls, where you're practicing on that kind of level and not getting hit and performing all these like intricate tricks. And he did all this work and all this, fine tuning his route and everything for the full DLC. And because of a technicality that one of the DLC was released on like January whatever or something, whatever the cutoff was, they are not going to allow him, and they made his run ineligible for running the full game. They're going to allow him to run 9/10 of the game, but stop at the last DLC. Because it was not released in time.
Yeah, that...
How stupid is that?
It's really, really dumb. It's
Like,
real dumb.
Hundreds of hours, like, learning this run to perform and to entertain and to, what's considered a pretty big event of the Done Quick series.
Oh,
and
yeah.
to allow something like, how many times have they done, like, Final Fantasy VII? Like a 9 or 10 hour long, speed run game. But you can't spare an extra, I don't know, hour or two for Dark Souls? I don't know if I can see that kind of logic there.
I can see where they think it's logical, but I don't agree with it.
Fair enough. I see where they see it as logical, but...
Yeah, but it's like, I understand what you're saying, but...
into the things that people enjoy and butchering them.
Yeah, it's like, I understand where you're coming from, but you have to understand where I'm coming from, that you're an idiot.
Yeah, the viewers, which are also your donators for the charity, you're taking away the things that they're there to see.
We were so sure we could beat whatever traps the ancient...
Yeah, it's... nonsensical is one of the best ways that I could possibly put it.
I will be dead soon as well.
I know. Maybe I'm off on a tangent. Maybe you guys don't agree with me out there, but I feel so bad for that runner that spent all those months practicing and like fine tune, and then all that time is wasted. Your run is ineligible, and somebody that's slower than you now gets to go because he's only going to run the other two. I was like, what the fuck does that...
Yeah.
How does that make any logic? I don't know.
It doesn't. The long and the short of it is, there is no logic there.
And realistically, like, if you're talking about... there was some more controversy. So, Breath of the Wild... The Breath of the Wild speedrun community all agreed, hey, the game is too new, none of us are going to submit a run for Breath of the Wild.
That makes sense.
And that was it. Just everybody agreed. We're not going to submit a speed run for Breath of the Wild. It's too new. Let's not compete against each other. Well, some fucking runner waited till literally like 60 seconds before the close capped in and submitted a shitty, slow run of the Breath of the Wild. And because that was the only run submitted for it, that's the run.
Oh, great. Yeah, I'll look forward to that one.
And what's sad is it's probably going to be considered like a bonus run or some kind of like special unlock. And they're going to put like a real big dollar amount behind it. To get people
because it's going to be the only fucking one.
And people are going to be like, donate the shit to get, because they want to see Breath of the Wild done in like crazy ass, like really cool tricks, And then they're going to be severely disappointed when they see this subpar.
Ugh. Yeah.
I don't know. I don't agree with many of the decisions.
Yeah,
the Done Quick staff has.
Yeah, this SGDQ, I'm not looking forward to. I might catch a couple of the runs.
It's sad because I am really like, most of the time I'm like fucking hyped as shit
Oh, yeah, you like
for
if you can't.
DDQ.
Yeah, it's like if you can't keep it glued onto your TV or something, then you've got your phone glued to it. Like that's how it works.
Right. I watch it at work. I watch it on my breaks. I watch it everywhere.
Yeah, when
The last day, even if I'm working, I request off of work just to watch it.
Yeah, I used to keep it on like at GameStop when I worked there. We had like the little barrier so that people couldn't see behind the counter. So I would just set my phone up and plug it in and be like, yeah, SGDQ is on. Fucking missing it. I don't know what to tell you.
Yeah.
I'm
watching this, and
you're going to have to deal with this.
My job is optional today, so...
Yeah. Like, look, I'll still sell things, but this is staying where it is, and I'll fucking slap your hand like I'm a grandma and you're reaching for the cookies. This is going to happen. So...
Just realized the root of my rage and praise because I haven't found any guns. Be right back. Cooling where the fucking guns are.
Yeah, apparently it takes a while to get to the guns, but yeah, that's what I've heard. But what were we talking
Plugs
about?
an HDMI cord into the GameStop TV. Bright and I have done that before.
You make that joke? That happened. Do you remember when? I won't say his full name, but you remember when Connor found the male to male cord, and then just like plugged up his phone and was like, "We're listening to my music now." That's amazing.
Bright and I had a pretty complex little system for hiding our slacking off bullshit from our employer.
Oh man, we were fucking champions at it.
We had if you ever, of course, I'm sure all of you have been into a GameStop. They have like the demo TVs at the front. They also have like fake cardboard display boxes of the consoles that are inside. Well, inside of our Xbox 360 display box, we had an N64 with 2 controllers hidden inside, with ventilation chambers and fans.
Oh yeah.
And when no one was in the store, man, it was fucking Mario Kart turn.
So the greatest part about that also that I feel like should be mentioned is that we did have reps from the companies that would come around. However, even after you left, so 8-Bit left way before I quit GameStop. I just quit it last year, June of last year, so almost a year. And he's been gone for several years. Did you know that I still have not met the Microsoft rep?
Really?
Yeah. Nobody knows what her fucking name is. Or no, I take that back. They mailed us her business card.
Wait a minute. They mailed you their business
They
card?
mailed us her business card.
She didn't have the audacity to come in and
wouldn't
give you a
even
business card?
set foot in a fucking GameStop. I was like, are you shitting me? Because I got the paperwork in, or I got the envelope in, and it just said to GameStop. So it didn't say to store manager. So I was like, man, whatever. I'm just gonna open it up and read it. It may be
bad boy open.
Yeah, I mean, it could be marketing that needs to go up right this very second. And there wasn't an email about it. Like nobody had sent an email like, hey, you'll get this. Open it, don't open it. Because I waited and I was like, fuck it. It's not that important. And I was a third key then anyway, so I was technically manager. So I opened it up and it was like some flyers and some like small marketing that I was like, I'm not putting this garbage up. We've got enough of Microsoft shit. I don't care. And at this point, everybody in the GameStop had agreed with me that, yeah, fuck that noise. Why would you put that shit up? They've got enough marketing. We're not worried about it.
Well, they're not wrong.
Yeah. Oh, hey, I'm gonna drop you a shield over here by me, wherever you are. Oh yeah, you're right behind me. Okay.
Here you are. Yeah.
I found that thing. All right.
Thanks.
So, like, I get it, and it's just some light marketing, and I'm like, yeah, I don't care. It's not part of my marketing setup, so I don't give a shit. And I'm looking through it, and it was like business cards. I was like, why are they mailing us business cards? And it was like 3. So I open it up and I start looking at it. I'm like, oh my God. Wow. So I asked the store manager, because he was coming in later that day. I was like, hey, have you ever met the Microsoft rep? And they're like, no. He's like, no, why? Yeah.
Nobody's met that person.
Apparently this person doesn't fucking exist except for on paper. And he's like, what are you talking about? And so I show him the thing. He's like, are you kidding me?
She has no name. She ate her own name.
Yeah, like it's almost like that. I was like, what does this person look like? And so finally, at some point, someone came around and they're like, hey, I need to take pictures of your Xbox One setup. And I was like, oh, is this the Microsoft rep? And I was like, oh, are you the Microsoft rep? She's like, no, they just hire me to come around and take pictures and make sure that everything is running. I don't actually like work for Microsoft. Like, I'm contracted out from a different company. I was like, are you kidding me right now? This can't be real. This is the silliest damn thing that I've ever heard of. And it's
Same line. To be fair though, I wouldn't step foot in a GameStop either.
I mean, that's what I had gathered, that's what this was, but I was like, I'm kind of mystified now at what does this like ethereal person look like? Like, is this one of those things that like they're too beautiful for human eyes and will drive us to madness? Like what is this? I never found that answer out, but of course, I mean, everybody knows the Nintendo and Sony rep. We had the best of both. Ruth, who was our Nintendo rep, very nice mom. I mean, she was a mom, but she just had like that whole motherly thing about her. And then Wendy, everyone's favorite disapproving New York Jewish aunt, who is like my favorite person ever. Who is more than happy to just like throw shade left and right, and just like that, like the master of backhanded compliments, and is just,
your store looks wonderful if it was decorated by blind people.
yeah, like, but just, yeah, basically imagine that, but just like said in that like Jewish New York accent. Like, there's really no way else that I can describe it. That is literally just what she did. And it was like, oh, your store looks beautiful, but there's not enough Sony stuff. We gave you more. And then like how she would set up extra marketing in the store when that wasn't supposed to go there, and then like,
because I remember giving you some more Sony marketing stuff.
Yeah, and then like, but she would set up like these like the cardboard cubes that featured games that were coming out for Sony stuff, and they weren't supposed to go up because it was like, no, we put up the ones we were supposed to. You're giving us extra, and she would just like walk by and set these things up while talking to us casually, like we didn't notice. And so then whenever she would leave, the store manager would just walk through and promptly throw them all away.
Anybody want these? I'm throwing these out.
Yeah, basically. And it was hilarious, and that was great, but we still to this day have no idea what the Microsoft rep is looking like, what it looks like, or anything. It's great. I just wanted you to know that after all these years, after all that time that you left, I still have no fucking clue who that woman is.
I should have known. I must get back to Kane's house.
It's like Dr. Claw from Inspector Gadget.
The Claw.
Yeah, essentially.
Get back to Kane's house. Shit's gone down.
Shit's happening.
Right, what do we got?
It's your choice, Kane. Either use your heraldric arts to repair the sword, or your dear Leah dies a
Killer.
horrible death.
All this pain is destruction. What is the sword to you? Gotta work on my Kane voice.
Well, okay, I guess the cinema's just over now.
This Cobra guy was like, I ain't got time for that shit.
I don't have time for this shit.
I understand.
Where are we going? Oh, there it is. This place.
Had this been my first time playing the game, I would listen to all this. But it's not. And if you want to listen to it, we'll find it online from somebody else.
Yeah, go watch it.
Only that
Go
story
watch
sounds like the ATT rep situation we have in my store.
It's hilarious, but it wasn't as dire as like ADT or anything. Although, hey, guess what? I got woken up at like 3 in the morning a couple of days ago by a phone call. Do you have any idea who called me at 3 in the morning that would be related to this conversation?
I'm assuming ADT.
That has me fucking furious. Well, it's not ADT, but it's something similar. Someone that you had to deal with.
Oh God, who?
Checkpoint. Remember?
Oh.
Remember Checkpoint?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Checkpoint.
Yeah,
Checkpoint
the
fucking called me
the
for
security company for the store.
For my store in Lenore City when I am here in New Hampshire. Literally like 1,100 miles away. And they were like, hey, we detect this. I was like, all right, look, I'm going to stop you right now. I need to be taken off. I don't work there anymore.
I am on the other side of the country.
You still are. I was like, yeah, I live in New Hampshire now. I'm literally 1,000 miles away from that store, and I don't work for them anymore. I'm gonna be completely clear with you.
I don't give a shit who's breaking it.
I told her, I was like, I'm gonna be completely crystal clear honest with you. I no longer give a hot fuck about what happens in that store anymore. She's like, oh, okay then.
Well, alrighty then. You have a lovely day.
We will take you off that list. Please take me off that list. I do not need to be on that list anymore.
Arachnosteticus.
Yeah, I was like, are you shitting me right now? Because I see it. Because bleary eyed, you see instead of just like a phone number, you see a name tied. Yeah, you see a name tied to it, and you're like, oh, this is. I have to pay attention to this, and you pick it up, and it's like, hello, yeah, we detected movement in your store, and I'm like, is this like a scam call?
A really shitty dream.
Like, is this like a really shit scam call that, like, you're gonna extort me for money to call the cop? What is this?
Yes, you're gonna sign me up for credit cards with my voice.
Yeah, like what? Like, what is this? And it's like, oh, this is Checkpoint for GameStop. Yeah. Are you? What? Like, I'm having trouble forming sentences because, I'm tired.
What's going on with this aura that we got going here?
That makes it so that. Oh, okay. So this weird bubble is like one of his bonus abilities. The wizard dude, I don't know what it does. That one is imprisoned. You can't move. You can still attack, but you can't move.
There he is. Couldn't figure out which one of these was a
jailer. That's it.
Mob.
Jailer. Forgot that. He's dead now.
Jesus Christ. Well, that's fucking annoying.
But yeah, I was just
saying, finally, sounds like ATT rep situation we have in my store. Finally got to meet her after like 6 months. We're like, hey, you're gonna be popping around more often? She's like, no, I'm not actually ATT rep. I'm a third party.
Yeah, it was
that
like
would be wonderful if we actually had support for you. It was like, about that. We're fresh out of that. Here, have some business cards.
Yeah, that's kind of what it felt like.
I think something just splooged on me.
Oh yeah, no, we were doing a thing. We were doing a thing before we got sidetracked by GameStop and shit. We were doing gaming memories. I just now remembered that. Yeah, I just remembered that. Okay, so it was the
you're talking PS1 Christmas time, right?
Yes, PS1 Christmas time. So this was like the year 2000.
In the year 2000.
I know, it's perfect.
Do you remember
right?
that skit? I'm sorry, I'm getting off topic.
That is a fantastic skit. But yeah, it's like in the year 2000, I bought a game system from 1996. So that's basically how that goes. But no, it was. I I got my PS2 or my PS1 really late. I got it at the year 2000. I remember because I was in 8th grade when I got it. Like when I came back from that December break, I was talking to my friends about a bunch of really great games. So I obviously I'm from the same neck of the woods that 8-bit is from, not the same town, but
Oh, I thought you were like talking like originally.
no.
It was like the ghetto? No, you're
No,
not.
no. I would be dead. Let's be frank. I would be dead.
Although, when you moved to New Hampshire, they did put you in the ghetto.
I kind of, yeah. I mean, you're not wrong. Yeah, back there, it's
You
like,
should tell people about your GameStop store situation when you when you
oh my
moved up
god,
there, man.
fucking hell. All right, so I'll tell that GameStop story, and then
I'm
I'll
sorry,
and then I'll go
pulling
back
you
to that
away
because
from-
no, that needs to be shared. So I actually tried to transfer to the GameStop up here. There's two. There's one that's in a strip mall like the store that 8-bit and I used to work in, and then there's one in the mall. So I get up to this store. I went to the one that was not in the mall because I don't like mall stores. They're just, I don't like malls if I can help it. Unless they look like they're from the late 80s or early 90s, in which case I fucking love them all. So
That's a weird set of circumstances.
it is, but you know what? I found a mall here that was designed in the early 90s, and they have not updated since, and it's my favorite place ever to go. So the GameStop, I get there, and first off, there's a lot of like really questionable shit that happens. Another thing that I don't like, that I didn't tell you about this, but that would like just make you cringe forever. We had a public bathroom.
Oh.
Uh-huh.
Nah, fuck, I'm good.
Yeah, exactly. So that's a thing. In most GameStops, they do not have a public bathroom. They've got one for the employees, and that's how ours.
Because the employees are responsible for the bathroom.
Yeah,
Damn
and
it,
now
they're
we're
getting
like,
someone else's.
yeah, like, hey, I didn't sign up
Piss,
to
misfire.
clean up literal shit. I'm not doing it. So, we did it in time. Sweet. So we got 2 chests. But anyway, I get there, and I transferred as 3rd key, which means I am a manager. And I was actually the closing manager my first night there. That's fine. I can close the store. Hell, that's not hard at all. So the guy that the GA, the game advisor, which is your basic cashier, that was
I love their, by the way, their fucking names.
Yeah,
it's
I
like
know.
Subway having sandwich artist.
Oh my god.
Like, dude, you just make sandwiches, all right?
Yeah, I know, right? That's ugh. But the GA that was helping me was the former
Tales of
3rd
our
key.
endeavors
He had stepped down
proliferate.
because he took another job.
Smash! Thank you so much for that host, man. How's it going? Oh
And-
shit, we're getting raided again.
Oh man, another raid.
Double raid tonight.
Oh,
Praise
hey.
the metal.
Oh hey, you newbies to this stream, part of the raid, you get to hear a story about working in a shitty GameStop.
Yeah.
GameStop, okay, let me specify this. A GameStop so shitty that it made somebody who worked there unwaveringly for 6 years just work one day and then say, no, I'm not going back.
Thank you so much for the caster command. Welcome everybody for the stream. How you guys doing tonight? I'm 8-bit Hero, Variety Caster here on Twitch. Good friends of Smash. Hope you all having a wonderful night. Thank you guys so much for joining me. We're just like podcasting here essentially. Diablo 3 is really like the background. We're more focused on the
stories, the battle scars of retail, essentially.
So BrightBro and I used to be former GameStop management, and so Bright just recently moved away from me a couple months ago, and he's retelling.
No, homie, it's been almost a year now.
It's almost been a year.
Yeah.
Worship the Titanium. He's telling the story when he first moved to the ghetto.
And that's the worst
GameStop
part.
of the ghetto. They forgot to tell him he was going to the ghetto. They left that part out.
Yeah, like they didn't let me know
the
just
transfer papers.
Just how shitty this
All right,
place was.
so first night closing. Go on.
First closing night. I'm working with the GA for those that have just GA is the title for your basic cashier. He was the.
It's like sandwich artist for Subway.
Yeah.
It's
That's your. Oh, here's
a fancier title for nothing.
Here's another one that 8-Bit will get. That is the equivalent of a Blockbuster customer service rep. Yeah, fuck that too. We both
failing end of many bankrupt businesses, eh?
Yeah, no kidding, right? So
we're both former Blockbuster employees too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was. I gotta say, of all the companies that I've worked for, Blockbuster was easily the worst.
Working in Blockbuster Video though, at the end though, was kind of like having a grandfather with Alzheimer's.
Oh god, yeah.
Thank you so much for becoming a hero, man. Thank you so much for raising that banner and joining us tonight. I greatly appreciate it.
Oh yeah, that like
it really was. Like if you guys have never worked for a bankrupt business, I challenge you, join one. It's fun. It's a lot like dealing with a senile grandparent because they start doing shit like mixing the cat food together with the cereal, and you just you're like, well, what? No, we shouldn't.
Oh yeah, that happened. Big time.
My Blockbuster. I'm sorry, we're gonna get to the GameStop story here in a second.
And then we're gonna get to gaming memories because this is just go on ad infinitum.
At the end of Blockbuster, it got so bad they opted out of buying cleaning supplies, and we had a really high theft problem. Dax, thank you so much for coming here, man. Thank you for raising that banner in our name. I greatly appreciate your support. Thank you for joining us tonight. So not only do they opt like in giving out on buying cleaning supplies, which should just be like the bare bones basic. Like, shit, man, maybe we should clean the toilet or something. But our store had a high theft problem, and so Blockbuster's solution to this, and I put that in imaginal quotation marks.
Okay, so anytime we say Blockbuster solution, we are doing air quotes so hard our fingers will snap. I want to make that clear that anytime we say Blockbuster solution, we are breaking our fingers from doing the air quotes as hard as humanly possible.
So their solution for the theft of the videos, once we had a section of movies that had X amount of videos stolen from its inventory from the customers, Blockbuster's video solution was just stop carrying that genre of movie. So if you lost like 20 drama movies, that's it. They just shut your drama section down, and you only get action and comedies from now on for all the new releases.
So
that was their way of saving money. So, like, if you lost like two, Darna Sitsu Kazat. What the hell is this guy doing?
So I forget, what year did you leave Blockbuster? I don't know that I ever knew.
Oh shit! Hold on. Bright, I might need you here.
You're doing a big mamma jamma, yeah. Oh no, wait, where are you? I don't know where you are. I thought I was running towards you, but okay, wait, no, I am.
Okay, we're good.
Are you good?
Yeah, we're good. We got it.
Okay.
I don't know what the hell happened there. He started chanting some stuff,
Okay.
and then all these bodies came to life. Yeah, it was just fucking weird. Like, it doesn't make any sense. Like, just because you lost like 10 drama movies, that's it. Your store doesn't get to have dramas anymore because they thought it would just be too expensive to replace all of the dramas, plus to keep sending you the new ones. So it would just be easier just to take that shelf out altogether.
Yeah, like I'll put.
Which is like, what the?
I'll put this into
like
perspective.
When they decided, those of you guys who saw like the end of Kmart's history, they decided, let's get rid of the electronics section and we'll just replace it with an entire row of craftsman tools. It's like, that is literally the last thing that people are coming to Kmart for.
Yeah. Although I'll tell you what, back in our neck of the woods,
Pardon me.
not too long before I left, we went to maybe about a year before I left, we went to
Holy shit, look at this fucking wave coming in.
Oh yeah, this part's kind of nuts. We went to a Kmart, the Kmart in Sweetwater. We went to the Kmart in Sweetwater. Okay, for those that don't know, well, obviously you wouldn't know.
There.
Sweetwater is time locked into the early to maybe at most mid 90s. It is a time bubble of like the most drab, shitty time you could imagine.
It's the only place where you can still go to any store there, and you can buy Beanie Babies like they're still in style.
Yeah. And this was one of those like upper echelon Kmart's. It had a Little Caesars in it. So if that tells you anything about it, yeah. So we went there, and I was like, oh, you know what? Nobody shops at fucking Kmart. Let's go see what's in their electronics section, which they had electronics. Okay. Do you know what I fucking found there? Do you know what I found?
What'd you find?
I found an unopened collector's edition. Now this wasn't last year, but year before last, so this was like 2015. I found an unopened collector's edition of Assassin's Creed 1 and 2.
Oh my god.
Like in the bottom where they put the big box games, like in the bottom of the locked case, I was like, are you fucking with me right now?
You know what I saw the other day? I'm not gonna list the town, but at the Walmart in the town that I work.
Okay.
They have a collector's edition of Batman Arkham Asylum in there.
What the fuck?
PS3.
What the fuck?
Sealed.
Although if is it the town that starts with a V?
Starts with an A.
Oh. Then I don't actually know where you work then, but that's okay. There's not a lot of. There's
it's
not a
within
lot of
45 minutes, and it starts with an A.
Okay.
In a southern region.
Oh, so you're okay. I know the area you're talking about, but I can't think of the town. Okay. That doesn't actually surprise me. Like, it's shocking to hear that.
It is weird, though.
About
like,
it.
Sweetwater,
yeah,
you're
it's so
right.
weird.
It's permanently, like, time-locked.
And, like, here's another thing. Here's a thing that is a hallmark.
Sadly, they just closed that Kmart down, too.
Really? Oh, my God. Then what does Sweetwater even have? Does that have anything?
A Walmart.
They already had a Walmart.
And believe it or not, it got like one of those big baller ones too. Like,
oh, is that like their last attempt to save the town?
It's the only thing in the town now.
Well, yeah,
they have the
flea
Walmart,
market.
and then of course they have the rest of their '90s stuff. They have the antique section, like a whole town dedicated to antiques.
Yeah,
which is ironic in
yeah,
itself.
The whole town being dedicated to antiques is called, "Hey, let's go visit
antiques.
fucking Sweetwater." Like that is what you do.
And they have the flea market, which, you know, again, just goes to reiterate that.
Yeah, that's yeah. So that's a thing. But yeah, so here's
what a weird, like, how is that still attractive as a term?
What?
A flea market. Like,
oh yeah, it's
hey, you want to pick up shit that's got a bunch of fleas on it and bring it home?
Hey, we both have been to that flea market several times, and you know as well as I do that is 1,000% accurate for some of those fucking buildings out in the back. You know it. Remember when I found the fucking Sega Saturn with no cables or anything because it was with the fucking VCRs?
For $5.
Yeah, it didn't have anything. Didn't know if it worked because it was in a pile of VCRs because they just thought it was a VCR. I was like, well, I'll fucking buy it, you know.
Yeah, fuck, $5, man.
I still have it.
You were gonna get it. I was gonna get it.
Yeah,
I don't have the Sega Saturn still.
I still have it, but I have not tested if it works yet or not.
Sounds like it has a disease.
It kind of
probably.
You
has
know what?
Some sort of mental condition.
But you know what? You know, we shit big on the we shit a lot on the Sweetwater flea market. But them honey
But
roasted
it's more
peanuts,
than paid,
man.
It's value to us.
Oh man, but I mean,
People that don't know the value of their games.
that's true. But also, them honey roasted peanuts.
Oh hell yeah! You guys like German roasted? Has anyone out there had German roasted peanuts?
Oh.
It's like sugar and molasses, like on a cashew, and then it gets stirred around in like a copper bowl. You guys have that? Where you live?
Yeah, that's.
Oh my god, what a fucking great delicacy!
Like, there were times where he and I both went to the flea market and we found nothing. So, like, as compromise, we would get one of those big, we would get like a, well, I say big, but it was actually like a medium-sized popcorn bag of the honey roasted
Fucking
peanuts.
cashews, yes.
And sometimes we would get the bag of pork rinds. Because there was a dude there, like, forever that made his own damn barbecue pork rinds, and they were the best fucking thing that I've ever had. I have never had pork rinds that good.
Look at that jerky place in
since
there
then.
now.
Oh, you got a jerky plate? Oh.
Yeah, it's pretty good. It's pretty straight.
Yeah, but you know what? That flea market hasn't been as good since our dude left.
Yeah.
After he left, man, that ain't nothing. That ain't nothing anymore. It's heartbreaking.
What the hell is going on? This is a jailer?
I have no idea. I assume we just kill everything.
Well, I mean, that's definitely the goal.
Oh, you can destroy the totems. Okay. Oh yeah, GameStop.
Roll back.
Shit.
Oh, there we go.
Man, we are the worst. We are the worst storytellers.
Tangent, man.
Okay, so yeah.
Yeah, so tell me about the ghetto.
That was like tangent 3. All right, so it's
in the new city.
So, like, I fully transferred with my full pay, which I was making over $10 at that point, doing literally nothing.
Right.
And I'm like, hell yeah. And the GA that's helping me was the former third key. He had stepped down because he took a new job, and so he's showing
you
me
an experienced Padawan with you.
Yeah. So I'm like, all right, like, where's your this? Where's your that? How much money do you leave in your registers? That kind of thing. Now, here's the thing about GameStop.
Oh shit.
Most of the time, they don't leave a lot of money in the registers, and that's understandable. During the holidays,
under $200.
Yeah. During the holidays, they will increase that to $300, so that you just have to get change from the safe.
Watch out!
I know.
A whole $300.
And they would increase that to $300 so that you don't have to go into the safe as much for change, which it's a 10 minute.
Enough, like
it's a 10-minute time lock safe. Yeah, it's way too fucking busy to do that shit. So you just don't worry about it. Well, our store, we were really good about security, and also, our store that he and I worked at, it's not a big crime area. It's not. You're not going to get mugged. Nothing's going to happen to you. And we kept $300 at all times. It was just way easier.
Oh, okay.
And so that's how I always counted down the safes, or counted down the tills and then counted down the safe appropriately. So,
oh my god, look at this fucking shit we got coming at us.
God.
Sorry, carry on.
So we had 3 registers at that store that I went to.
That's a lot of registers.
It was, but I mean,
Stop.
like a couple of the stores over from us, had like 3 registers and stuff. So that's not too strange. They only used the 3rd register for emergencies, like if it's really super busy, but they mostly used that till for change, so you wouldn't have to wait for the safe. I was like, okay,
that makes sense.
That's fine. I get that. There were 3 things that set me off at the end of the night. Actually, maybe
set
like
you off, as in
4, as in I need to not come back here.
Oh, okay. So major warning signs that you're in the ghetto.
These are big red flags. So first off, guy's like, okay, I'll go ahead and start closing everything up. So he did, and then when it came time, he pulled the shutter. This was like a bank shutter on the front door.
Steel grate.
Yeah, like it wasn't the kind
over the windows and doors kind of thing.
Yeah, like it was like a storm shutter. I was like,
okay.
Oh, all right, cool.
So they don't break the windows and steal everything that's not bolted down at night. Okay.
Yeah. So I was like, all right, I guess we're doing this now. And then I go to count down the safe or count down one of the tills. And I was like, all right, I told him, I was like, we kept our holiday money of 300 in the safe. So that's what I'm used to counting down to. What do you count down to here? He's like, oh, we only keep like $100 in the tills. $100? What the fuck are you going to do with that? Oh no, we get robbed all the time. What do you?
Okay,
what? I just stood there. I was like, wait.
Flat out just said, well, we get robbed all the time.
Wait a minute. What do you mean robbed all the time?
Like 7-Eleven, we get robbed all the time.
He's like, oh yeah, people come in here and like rob us all the time. While you're working? He's like, oh yeah. Like with guns? Sometimes. Okay.
Sometimes they're machetes.
Yeah, he's like,
they're a creative bunch.
He's like, yeah, he said, well, one time he said, he's like, well, one time, yeah, we were robbed with due with a crowbar. He just like slammed it on the counter. He's like, we actually had to get the counter replaced because he busted part of it. I was like, all right, I'm gonna need you to stop story time right now because I'm about to have a panic attack and you're not helping. So I go through and I'm like, all right, so then if you're only doing $100 in the tills, and there's 3 tills, you're gonna have like, what was it, 800 in the safe, right? He's like, oh, yeah. No, wait, it's 700. And I'm like, okay, they keep $1,000 on them. That's fine. We kept 1,100. He was like, oh no, wait, maybe it is 800. And I'm thinking, dude, you fucking closed the store. You can't tell me how much money I'm supposed to have at the end of the day? What
it might
the
be
hell?
6, might be 7. I don't know.
So then I was like, all right.
Glance at it, and if it looks like there's a couple hundreds in there, we're good.
And another thing was I couldn't get one of the tills to close properly. Like I couldn't get the computer to shut down correctly. And so I'm having to fight with it. I didn't get out of there until like, we close at 9, and generally they want you out of there by 9:30. I could usually get out of there by 9:30, maybe 9:45 if it's late. I didn't get out until like almost 11 o'clock then because the computer just like would not cooperate. So I was like, all right, I need you to call store manager and ask her how much money I'm supposed to have in this thing while I do this, and hopefully not have to call fucking tech support because we know they're worthless. And he's like, okay.
Have you tried turning it on and turning it back
on?
again?
God, GameStop tech support is easily like the single most giant pain in the ass thing that you will ever face in your entire life. So like he's like, all right, deal. So I'm trying to do that, and he's trying to figure out how much fucking money is supposed to be in this thing. She gets on the phone, tells me she doesn't remember. I was like, are you shitting me right now?
They get robbed so much they forget I
guess. I don't know. We normally don't have any at the end of the night because of all the fucking gangbangers that drive.
Oh my god, my first death, I died laughing at the fucking...
I did too. I was resurrected corpse, whatever. But, so yeah, I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about? So...
That would have been the end of our hardcore characters.
Yeah, exactly. So then I was like, all right, you know what? Whatever. You don't know how much it's supposed to be. I guess, sure. You know, but I know that we're supposed to have $100 in the tills, right? He's like, yeah, I know that for sure. I was like, all right, let me go ahead and count them down. Well, you two figure out what the fuck I'm supposed to put down for this. So I start doing that. I count down the first till, it's fine. Count down the second till, it's fine. I go to count down the third till. He's like, oh, we don't count that one. I'm sorry. What did you just fucking tell me? He's like, yeah, we don't bother counting that one down. It's a till. It has money in it. You count it down at the end of the night. He's like, no, we don't do it with that one. Why the fuck do you not do it with that one? Oh, we just use that for like change and stuff. Yeah, it's still money that belongs to the company. What are you
in there, though?
Like? It's like, yeah, but we don't worry about it. Yeah, you not worrying about it doesn't make it magically vanish. It's still there, baby Huey. What the hell are you telling me? And then the store manager was like, oh yeah, till 3, it's supposed to have like, I don't know, between $50 and $100 in it. Whatever. So
what is it, 50 or 100?
50 to 100. And so let me go ahead and tell you guys,
my
GameStop tells you that if you are missing $5 or less, don't worry about it. Or actually, I think it was like $2 or less, but at our old store, it was $5 or less because it's like, look, five's probably stuck together. You're fine. Don't worry about it. We'll find it tomorrow. And, you know, there's been times where I've been like $20 short. And I've let my store manager know, hey, I counted and recounted. I can't find this missing $20. And then the next day, if I'm not closing, the next day somebody will close and be like, oh, yeah, I found that. 2 20s were stuck together. A couple 10s were stuck. You know, it's easily findable money. This crazy asshole is telling me, yeah, I don't know. So, no, I'm not going to just like play fly by night with fucking $50. That's stupid. So I
don't know. I didn't really count it.
So I go home and
you just
I tell
pick the bills up and then you put them back down for show.
Yeah.
Make it look like you're counting it.
Yeah, you just kind of fan them out a little bit, act like you're big money, and then you go home, and that's all. So, like, I tell the girlfriend when I get home, like, everything that happened, because she said, you sounded really rough on your break. Are you okay? I was like, no, I'm not. And she's like, yeah, I wouldn't go back. So I had a couple of days off anyway. And then on, like, the day before I was supposed to come back, I had a game pre-order out there, and I canceled it. And the assistant store manager was some, like, little ditzy girl. She was like in this playful, cute tone. I was canceling the pre-order. She's like, we're not getting off on a very good foot. And I was like, we're about to get off on a worse foot. So I pulled out the lanyard with my keys and just opened the key clap on it and let the keys fall onto the counter. I was like, I'm not coming back.
Fucking mic drop.
Yeah, like I mic dropped the hell out of that. And she was like, can we step over here and talk for a minute? I was like, sure. So I go over and talk to her, and she's like, so why are you not coming back? And I laid everything out. She's like, oh, that's normal for here. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and tell you. That's not fucking normal.
It's not fucking normal anywhere.
If this is normal for you guys, I was like, if this is normal for you guys, every one of you needs to be fired. Because, holy shit, this is not normal. You should not be able to tell me how much money should be in your fucking safe. Like, is that
somewhere between
like
$50 and $100?
Like,
right.
this isn't a game show in the 80s. This isn't like guess 30 questions. You should be able to tell me exactly how much money is in your fucking safe, or should be. So playing a guessing game with that, no. And I was just like, nope, I'm done. I'm not coming back. It was the single worst.
You were telling me.
Oh God.
Zero, what's up? Seeing some Diablo? Yeah, we're playing Diablo 3.
I don't know if I'm way
Oh.
I believe somebody joined us. I mean, here for a minute, I thought you were just talking in tongues. I didn't know what the hell was going on.
That's weird. Oh, that's why.
What was it?
I got it. Somehow I had speak on for everybody.
Oh.
Alright, we're good.
Okay. I was just like, alright, well. Yeah, I was like, okay, I'm losing my mind, or...
This is a really fucked up ghetto, man. You know what? I swear to God, at one point I did have a password on this thing.
I was like, alright then, cool. Super rad. Oh, that's where I'm supposed to go. It's this way.
Yeah, you gotta get over here with me and King Cobra.
Actually, no, you guys are in the wrong area, too.
No, you guys are fucking wrong. Whoops.
We're all wrong. I just was on a different tangent of wrong. So yeah, that was my last day at GameStop.
You were telling me, when you first got there, like, I could sense some shady shit was gonna happen. You were like, hey, it's my first day up here, and the drawers for the games don't have
any
handles.
fucking handles.
They're using plastic bags as handles for the drawers.
They were using...
And I was like,
Yeah. Yeah, and then,
and I
like...
just remember, like, I don't think that's how that's supposed to.
No, it's not. And there was just like a lot of stuff that I didn't like about that store that is admittedly different from our old store, but I loved our old store so much I was like, you can't improve on this. Because like it's a lot of really nitpicky things, like, well, shape of the store is not really all that nitpicky, but it's still enough that you're like, yeah, hey, fuck you. But there was another thing where it was
Those things are banned in California. It cause cancer.
but like one of the things was
I always wondered, you'll see chemicals and stuff like this chemical is known to cause cancer in California. Like, as opposed to the other.
Yeah, it's like, well, it's a good thing. Well, hey, I'm in Wyoming and nothing matters up here, so Wyoming, let's go. So we're good. Yeah, basically. But no, there's a very specific thing that if you ever go into a GameStop, you'll notice it. Games along the wall that are up on display, they are now what is known as single alpha. They used to be double alpha. And my store kept...
Yeah, now they're just by the letter instead of like actually strictly alphabetical.
Well, yeah, here's the thing. So that probably doesn't make a lot of sense to people who are just like out there and don't really go into GameStop often. Double alpha is the absolute best system for that. It makes the most logical sense. Single alpha is horseshit.
Lazy man's way.
Is terrible, and that's how corporate wanted you to do it. And my store fought like hell, and we kept double alpha the entire time. Like our district manager would come in and he would be like, "Hey, you guys are supposed to be single alpha now," and we're like, "Yeah, that's dumb. We're not gonna do it." And he's like, "Okay, guys."
Well, already then.
Yeah, and it just like went right on. So, like I go there and I was like, "Oh, you guys are still single alpha?" And they're like, "Yep." Single alpha is terrible. No, single alpha is great for the customer. Please explain to me your dumbass reason for why single alpha is great for the customer. Well, because then everything is laid out in alphabetically and it's logical. I was like, okay, that's great. That's great if you don't have enough games if you have so few games that you don't have to bookend them. What about if you bookend them? Oh, well, it's still great because you just go down the line. Really? Is it really all that better than double alpha? Because here's what happens. When you have enough games that you have to place some of them on their side so that they are bookended and you see the spines are facing out. That happens with nearly every game system. You're going to have bookended games. About the only time we ever didn't was right after the holidays. And I mean like December 26th. Because we were so low on stock from everybody shopping, you're not going to have that. But the thing is, double alpha. So double alpha is you have all the games that are facing out, where you can see their front covers. And then the ones that are bookended are also in their own alphabetical set. So the very first bookended game will start with A, and then it will go to B, and all of that. It's still logical. Now, the reason that is so important is you have two alphabets to work from now. In that, if you get single alpha, you have to follow strict alphabet. It does not matter what game you're putting up there. That game could have like our cheap ass printed off cover art and be $6.99. It doesn't matter. It's going up. Oh, did somebody trade in that brand new $50, but there's not actually room for it to be faced on the wall? Too bad. You're just going to have to put it bookended because that's how the alphabet works. And it's like, no, that's horrible. That is horrible shelving for that. You put your big name and your most recent and your most popular titles facing out because that's most likely to grab customers' attention. And they refuse to listen to that. Oh yeah, but they refuse.
Bananas here.
Yeah, they refuse to listen to that. And
the logic.
Yeah, they were just like, nope. Single alpha is the easiest for the customer. I was like, our customers are smarter than you're actually giving them credit for. I know that seems shocking, But I'm gonna go ahead and tell you guys they're not that dumb.
I will tell you that is obviously going to vary wildly depending on the store that you're in.
That's true, but by and large, even then, that works better for dumber customers. Because let's be honest, from our area, there's a lot of people that shop in that store that did not know their fucking alphabet.
So Sablon, this is interesting. Sablon is in California, and he says his store still hands out bags, whereas other stores in his area actually charge you if you want to take a bag with you.
Huh. I've always
His
been...
store is just like, don't give no fucks.
Well. I mean, I'm sure they pay a fine for handing out bags, and that's where the cost is passed on to the customer. Like, hey, we're not going to give you a bag, bring your own, or we'll sell those reusable totes. But, if you want a bag, sure, that's like a nickel or whatever,
Right.
His company may just be like, how much is the fine? Fuck it, I'll just eat that. I don't give a shit.
Right.
So, I can see that. So, but yeah, that was my final day in GameStop, the super shitty, super ghetto GameStop that just couldn't tell me how much money they were supposed to have and was apparently robbed on the regular.
10, 20, 30, I don't know.
Yeah, oh yeah, during the holidays, this entire place just becomes
just look like you're counting the money on the camera. That's all we care about.
Yeah, this entire place on the holidays just kind of becomes the John Carpenter classic, Assault on Precinct 13. Where we just go hole up in the system room with automatic rifles and wait for dawn. What are you talking about?
So I'm not even gonna bother to fight and kill this shit. I'm just gonna go around and help grab prisoners.
Well, that works.
Hi, Lav. How are you feeling? Oh, that's not good. She's awake. That means I'm being way too loud. I done fucked up, boys.
You done goofed.
I goofed.
You done goofed. Rip in peace.
I done fucked up.
Oh, I didn't get to... We still have gaming memory. By God, I will tell this story if I die. So this... before we went off on 18,000 tangents for 3 hours.
Yeah, well, we do that.
Yeah, that happens. We're very much a product of our generation. We were telling gaming stories, and I was telling a holiday gaming story, and this was back when I got my
PS1.
When I got my PS1. Now, this was at a time that it was right before Christmas, so I did not have my PS1 yet, and I had crappy dial-up internet because that's just kind of the area that we lived in. It's all
fucking AOL key going in.
Oh God, yeah, I had AOL. I still remember my old screen name. Damn it. But it's so I learned about video games through magazines, as most of us did. This was a high time for video game magazines.
Louder than me. Oh. No one said anything.
Oh. And I mean, I can't listen to the stream because I'm already...
Yeah.
All my shit's occupied.
So, that's okay. I can adjust it for tomorrow. Go ahead. Keep talking.
Okay. Okay. It was...
75.
Okay. Hopefully that's better. So, we're at... my mom and I had gone to visit relatives in a town about 2 hours away. It was a regular Christmas trip. This isn't anything new. This is standard fare at this point. So there was a department store that existed. Some of you may remember it. 8-bit, I don't know if you will or not. It was called Hills. And it was...
Never heard of it.
Okay, it was a store that was like Kmart, like Target, like Walmart. It was just kind of a general department store. Hills has long since gone out of business, and specifically the Hills in that town has died. An inglorious death, like
died.
Yeah, like it died an inglorious death many moons ago. So, oh, now we meet in the middle, and we do the thing. Oh, there it is.
Crawling up the walls.
I was like, well, I don't remember what happens here, but okay, it's this. So
this guy.
we go to Hills, and my mom hadn't gotten me anything for Christmas yet because at this point in my life, they just asked me what I wanted. It was easy. And she's like, well, do you want anything? I don't know. I had a portable CD player, but it ended up dying. And she's like, well, I'll get you another one. Let's see what they've got. And of course, at this point, it's 2000, so portable CD players are cheap as hell. And she picks that up for me, and I get like a CD, like some cheap CD. And she's like, okay, do you want anything else? I was like, I'm not really seeing anything. She said, well, okay, come on. And we started to leave. And I remember this distinctly. It was further north than where I lived, so it actually snowed. And it started to snow. It was probably like 8 o'clock at night. The parking lot is fucking empty. And we start to leave. Well, we start to walk out to the car, and she looks over and says, oh, hey, there's an EB Games. Do you want to go in there? I was like, all right, cool. I'll go in there. Sure. We'll see if I can find anything.
They're requesting I talk as well. That way we have a way to tell apart.
A back and forth.
Yeah.
Okay. So we go into this EB
Games, all right.
which there again, that dates it.
Formerly GameStop, formerly actually, eventually became GameStop, right?
Yeah.
Except
they bought
in certain countries.
Canada is the only place that still has EB Games. So we go into EB Games, and this is also back when they sold used strategy guides, which is a very weirdly specific time for them.
Still lower. Okay.
And
go ahead. Sorry.
Okay, that's fine. They still had the strategy guides, and so I start looking around, and I knew I was getting a PlayStation 1. This wasn't a mystery. Like my dad my grandma was getting it for me. My dad was going to pick up a couple of games that I'd asked for specifically. And I'm looking around, and I see a game that I've read about. I was like, oh, hey, I've read about this game. It looks really cool. It looks really fun. And it was only $20. It was a used game. It didn't come with the case, but it had the manual, and I still have it to this day.
What game is that?
I will reveal that, because that's part of what makes it so great. You might be you personally might be able to guess.
Did they have its original cover?
It did not. It was a used PS1 game, so it was in a generic jewel case, but it has the original manual. I still have to this day. So I was like, okay. She's like, well, it's only $20. Do you want to keep looking? I was like, okay. So then I went looking around, and I found my way to the strategy guide section, and I found a strategy guide for a game that I was going to pick up with Christmas money. I was like, oh, hey, I'm planning on getting this game. I want to go ahead and get the guide for it. And the guide was also $20. She said, okay, with the CD player and everything else, I think that's enough. I was like, okay. So I got that.
CD player for Christmas, all right.
And so I got those, and then I asked my dad for 3 specific games, one of which he couldn't find. He tried. He couldn't find, so he got me the previous entry in the series, and my grandma came through.
# good enough.
Yeah, it was. I still have it. I still own it. It's over. It's right there on the shelf. So I have told people since then, these were the first games that I ever really played and owned for the PlayStation. And people have told me ever since, you literally got, the best fucking loadout for Christmas ever. You could not have done any better for PS1 games for that time. So
I'm gonna take a guess. I'm gonna put my guess in now. Then
all right, so put in. Let's see. Let me.
I'm gonna guess Suikoden.
No.
Suikoden 2.
No, I do have a copy of Suikoden 2 now, but I did not then. So
that or oh, it could have been.
Oh.
Castlevania Symphony of the Night.
You cut out there. What would you say?
I said it could be Castlevania Symphony of the Night.
It was Symphony of the Night.
Oh yeah.
My starting lineup for PlayStation 1 was Castlevania, Symphony of the Night, Star Ocean, The Second Story, Final Fantasy VII, Tekken 2, and Metal Gear Solid.
Wow, that is a fucking awesome lineup.
And then for my birthday, for those that don't know, my birthday is in February. So I was one of those kids lucky enough that I could get them back to back, but it was still enough time that parents couldn't feasibly roll it into birthday Christmas.
They couldn't roll it all in together.
Yeah, they couldn't finagle that because my birthday's February 24th, so it's at the end of the fucking month. So it's like, no,
so they couldn't do like Merry Christmas.
Yeah, they couldn't be like, okay, this is for both. I'm like, it's almost almost 2 months exactly away. No, so that birthday with birthday money and presents, I remember I got a few other things besides just PS1 games, but the PS1 games I remember getting were Driver, Grand Theft Auto 2, and Ridge Racer Type 4.
That's still another amazing setup.
And these are games that I bought just like looking at them in the magazine and thinking, yeah, these might be fun. I still have all of them.
Well, that's better than my selection, I'll tell you that.
Oh God, what did you get?
I gotta tell you, for PS1, the first thing I ever played, and I think this probably qualifies for just about everybody, the PS1 demo disc was fucking awesome. It had, Crash Bandicoot and like a bunch of stuff on it.
See, I missed out on like really early stuff because I got into it so late. But because I got into it so late, I didn't have to like make do with a couple of good games. I literally had like everything in front of me.
You had instant access to everything that was good.
Yeah. Like that was amazing at the time. Because I was like, and you know, you got to remember, I'm a kid who is coming off of nothing but like kiddie games. And I mean that in the most like endearing way that I can, because you know I had Sega Genesis and I had a Nintendo and then a Super Nintendo and I had an N64.
Fire.
And you know they all had great games.
Boss fight.
Oh, boss fight! It's the new and improved Butcher.
Yep. I think after the Butcher fight here, I'm going to call it quits for the night.
Oh, well,
I want to thank you guys for coming out and hope you enjoyed the show with me and Bright tonight. Be sure to hit the follow button, join us on Discord, and come back again tomorrow night, 10 p.m. Eastern.
Oh yeah.
For some more Diablo.
Oh yeah. But we'll do this boss fight, and then I'll show you Hilarious Witch Doctor.
Okay.
We'll do a couple of minutes of that where I'll just run around and be like, haha, look at this. But
all right, I'll try to keep up with you.
Yeah, we'll do it with the character that you beat the game with, so that I don't accidentally power level.
Get one-shotted.
Well, that and I don't accidentally power level like the wrong character. But yeah, I missed out on a lot of that. But because I started it so late, like I just ended up picking up these great games, having never played them or really even heard anything proper about it. Like I saw an article about Metal Gear Solid, and that's what got me interested. Now, did I mention I got Tekken 2?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I actually wanted
That's great.
It is, but I actually wanted Tekken 3, but my dad couldn't find a copy.
Gotcha. So you settled for Tekken 2,
and I was like,
still solid.
I was like, okay, well, you know, and like, you know, I'm not gonna get mad at him or anything for that. I was like, okay,
Fuck
you know,
Dad. Same thing.
You dick, you ruined Christmas. Nah.
You ruined Christmas.
So you know, it's a thing of like, okay, well, I'll play it, and I played it. I still have it. It's a great game, infuriating as shit, but you know,
I can't carry
what can you do? Find the stranger. Oh, we got another little quest thing. Oh, I think we just go down here. Okay, well, we'll do this. We'll basically complete this little story part, and when we go back to town, we'll.
Right.
Yeah. So yeah, that was my first foray into like PlayStation gaming, and that's always been one of my fondest memories. Not really for anything, but just like.
Well, that can't be good.
Like my simple
I'm just gonna
luck.
point out, whoever lost all this blood would have been dead probably
Yeah,
after the first symbol.
Yeah, this is not cohesive to a good time.
Not yet.
But I also just loved the luck that I had.
Yeah, it's a great lineup.
Take your
Here you go, stranger, not Tyrael.
Whoops, Tyrael.
Oh look, you're Tyrael.
Then
I would have never seen it coming.
I would never have guessed from your fucking voice.
In giant wings.
Okay, alright. We'll talk to people and get rid of their little
Yeah.
stars.
Grab all this.
friend, shall we depart?
Oh, that takes us to the next act.
Yeah, that takes us to the next act. Here, talk to... Oh, you got a bunch of stuff to talk to Scoundrel.
how did you get to
And... Yeah.
Okay.
So you leave?
Just gonna make sure there's nothing back over this way. Not
Not
one of
yet.
these guys, right?
I don't think so.
No new dialogue back there. Okay, we're good.
Okay. So I'm going to...
Luck.
So
Bye-bye.
what I'm going to do
Take
now
care.
is I'm going to quit out and I'm going to
Friend, shall we
re-invite
depart,
you.
Chaldea? My friend, shall we depart?
Okay, so...
I'm gonna head over to the next act and then I'll quit out.
Okay, that's fine.
Which takes 10 seconds apparently.
Basically, yes.
2, 1, 0.
Okay, so then you quit out and go to your character select screen.
Cutscene playing.
Yeah.
Uno mas. Oh my god, it's pixelated to fuck. PC video, is that you? Jesus. This is what compression is.
Compression of the highest caliber.
Deckard sacrificed much to protect this world. But his work is not over.
What would you know about sacrifice?
I can't tell what race Tyrael is. He's just like Band-Aid color.
The ancient law of the high heaven strictly forbids
Like,
us
yeah,
He has all the facial features of like South African.
brazenly.
Yeah, but he's got like that weird skin tone.
Yeah. I don't know. He's just like a thumb.
Yeah, he does. He actually does really resemble a thumb. That's terrifying that that's accurate.
Also, while an angel form, he is completely faceless. You know, to make him as unidentifiable as possible.
And yet somehow they have managed to keep the unidentifiable part.
In human form.
Yeah, like I only know he's male because of his voice and that incredible jawline.
Right?
One might say otherworldly.
You chose to be one of us, Tyrael. That was a stupid move.
I'm human now? Oh, this is rich.
This sucks.
I'm human
Can
now?
I have a do-over?
Shit. Really? I'm human now? Fuck.
Thus, I fell willingly.
And somehow, while falling through the sky on fire, it didn't scar all over. Just burn up in the atmosphere. As a human, you know.
Yeah, he
'Cause
just,
I could totally do that.
he just torched whatever.
Jesus. If that's the size of his finger, I don't want to see his penis. It's like a... He's got like a handful of cucumbers.
Like a handful of cucumbers. Good lord.
don't want to see his penis. He could probably go hunting with that thing if he gets an erection. Come here, dear. Get a license to kill for it. Act 2.
Tristram is safe. But that is only the beginning. The great eastern city of Chaldeum has fallen under the sway of Belial, a lord of hell. I'd like to have words with him.
Alrighty, the hidden camp. Have I reached the city?
Not ready yet.
I have. Alright, reached my checkpoint. Good enough.
Yeah.
See you, Cobra. GG. Thanks for playing, man. Wherever you are in the world.
Yeah, he sent me a friend invite.
Did he?
Yeah.
Oh, shit, I didn't mean to do that.
Yeah, so now just go back and pick your...
Yeah, switch hero.
Yeah.
Alright. And then join party.
Okay. Okay. Oh.
Alright, I'm at 57, so I should like totally not die in like one sec.
Huh.
Probably.
It says difficulty not unlocked. So let's tone down the difficulty.
Oh yeah, I only
We'll
have
say to
a,
master.
like,
Okay.
yeah.
I put it on master. We're fine. This shit's gonna be hilarious. You're gonna love it.
Alright.
So this is adventure mode.
I'm along for the ride. Let's do it.
You'll notice a couple of different things. You can probably... Yeah, that's fine. Okay, so... You may notice my big-ass honking spider hanging out with me. That's just a thing.
Yes?
So...
I noticed.
So this is the big thing that you do. You can go do the bounties, or you can come over here and do Nephilim Rifts. Nephilim Rifts are like a random generated area using game assets that puts in random enemy types, and you just kill everything trying to fill up a bar. And once the bar is full, like a super powerful, unique boss appears, and you kill them, and you get goodies.
Okay.
And the main
Is that
point...
something kind of short?
Yeah, it's moderately short. We'll do that real quick. But even if we leave it, no big deal. Like if we don't complete it. Yeah. So this gets real silly real quick. It's basically I just turn into a chicken and then explode. And that's my whole agency in this entire fucking mode. Thing dies, I get the spawn back, and then I run over here and I do it again and everything's dead. Welcome to endgame Diablo.
I can barely keep up with you.
I know.
Oh my god, I see a blur of a chicken running around.
Oh yeah. Hey, there's a unique item. And, yep, and, let's just go.
I can't.
And, alright, everything else is exploding, and let's go. And it's kind of explode again, and there we go. Also, I mean, I should mention that normally I play this on, like, Torment 4 or 5. So, I'm also killing everything horrendously because it's considerably lower level of what I fight it at. But yeah, this is your bread and butter.
Oh shit. Actually wandered into some enemies.
No, you're fine. They're all dead.
Can't carry more.
Yeah. And really, I'm not even that powerful. I just like Angry Chicken because it's so damn silly.
That's fucking great, man.
There's more explosions and boop. Yeah, let's see. All right. Oh, we got some special ones over here. They're dead. And I mean,
it's like a great way to power level.
Oh yeah, it is, man. You have no idea. Oh boy, howdy,
Like
it is.
Shadow of a frog for a second there.
Oh yeah, because that's actually what happens with that ability that turns me into a chicken. It's actually supposed to summon a frog. There is, however, a specific rune where you just turn into a chicken, and then you press your attack button again and you explode, dealing so much damage. But I also have a very specific gear build that greatly multiplies that damage. And it gets a little silly.
I can do a little bit of damage. I can hold my own here. Just a little bit. I've got like the big laser beam of death.
Yeah, I mean you're not doing bad. But of course, remember, Master is just is harder than hard mode. So I mean, it's not super crazy, but
yeah, I'm not killing him at the speed you are by any means. And mine's like a real slow, like holding a lighter to someone's leg. Like, it will kill you eventually.
Yeah, like you could totally
fucking chicken sounds, man.
You could totally do this on your own. You just would not be anywhere near as fast as I am. But again, that doesn't have anything to do with actual skill. That is because of this hilarious bullshit that I have set up on my character. That is really very
I can't even
specific.
keep up with you. You're just like, I just see like a chicken blazing by, leaving frogs behind. It doesn't make any damn sense.
Oh yeah, it's real goofy, man. Hey look, we summoned the boss. Oh wait, he's back that way. We actually outran him.
Oh my god.
Yeah. See, look, here's a scary boss. Yeah, it's pretty much dead. It's dead. The boss is dead now.
Well, that was fun, man.
So that's Angry Chicken.
Holy shit.
That's a thing. This is adventure mode. And then you just warp back, and then you talk to the dude, and you get a fuck ton of money and XP for doing that. All right. You just trot over here and talk to Auric, and I got a little over 14 million XP.
Thank you for coming.
Oh my god.
So yeah, that's what a full psychopath. That's the Piranha Tornado, by the way. That's my circle ability.
Of course, this was not my
yeah, that was a ton of XP.
What else do I?
Alrighty, man. I think that's gonna do it for me tonight. Thank you so much for coming out, guys. I appreciate it. Thanks for all the support. Thanks for all the follows. Thanks for all the raids. You guys have been awesome. I'll see you guys tomorrow night. Stop by for some more Diablo 3. Till next time, take care. Have a lovely night.
Later.